should be transitioning. I'm going to just quickly listen to myself just to make sure I sound okay and good. Yep, I sound pretty good. Can I just get everybody to sound off real quick?
Hello.
Hey, heyo.
What up?
Perfect. I need to remember to speak up a little bit as well, because now that I've got it slightly further away with this thing on to help mask the popping noises, I need to remember to speak up because it mutes it down slightly. But on that note, hello and welcome to DC30 and our Mythic Odyssey of Theros, D&D with an ancient Greek twist. I am your Dungeon Master, Romeo, and it gives me great pleasure on our 84th episode. I need to bring that up because we kind of glossed over the 80 episode mark. 84th episode tonight. I know there's been a bit of a variance in the players, but I'm still considering it 84 overall since we've been doing this, and could not be happier with the cavalcade of ne'er-do-wells that I'm proud to consider my players. Speaking of which, I am joined as ever by going left to right, Ali, Tamara, Rebecca, Virla, who's just vamoosed for a moment, Sammy, and Violet as ever will be joining us eventually. Good evening. I'd like to begin with the usual announcement of, if you like what you see here and you would like to see more, you can join our Discord, which the commands should now work for my mods, because I actually realized I totally forgot to turn on the bot that does those. And yeah, there we go. So, mystery solved about what that was last week. I do apologize. I'm a bit of a scatterbrain sometimes. But yes, you can join our Discord where you'll join in on, extra memes, chitter-chatter between the players and the audience. And I will also generally share all the resources, all the audience-facing resources I can that I create or acquire for the purposes of Theros. Things like, the stat blocks for monsters I cook up, or tips and tricks on how to flavor your D&D campaign for ancient Greece themes. All of that and more at our Discord. And as ever, also don't forget to follow us on TikTok, which is DC30 official on TikTok, where I'm getting better at posting a bit more regularly. I shared a meme just yesterday actually, which I was quite pleased with. And yeah. So, last we left off, this merry band of adventurers in a covert mission to acquire pieces of divinity to hopefully gain the power necessary to save Akros, a home city for a couple of you, a city currently under siege by an army of returned, vicious undead creatures who are once mortals escaped from the underworld. You had journeyed into the heart of Mount Velos, the largest volcanic mountain in all of Theros. There you found, as you expected, the Forge of Purphoros, the smith god of Theros. And after traversing his many puzzles and traps, and fiery denizens, shall we say, you came face to face with an avatar of the mighty god himself. What you thought initially was an intense battle ensued. But after a bit of heartbreak, shall we say, on the part of at least one of you, it quickly occurred to you that this was a final test. You realized the realization was not to put back together the pieces of the shards of the trident known as Dekela, which once belonged to the goddess Thassa, but to melt them down and build something new from them. The lesson being, you mustn't lose yourself trying to recover what you lost, but rather take what is left and use it to build something new. And so you did, with the aid of your friend and regular salesperson, Daxos, the half-nymph, divine soul sorcerer of Boroughbound, mighty smith as well. He melted down these shards, and taking up Boroughbound's own hammer, the legendary hammer known as Akmon, he forged a brand new weapon, Atmos, Trident of the Burning Tides, a weapon currently in the possession of Xanthia. You realize that this weapon seemed to have integrated some of the innate magics of the forge into it, merging water and fire into a unconventional hybrid elemental weapon. But with the weapon in hand, Hilira, who had orchestrated a means of returning back to your hometown Miletis quickly, used the I was about to call it Total Recall, but no, it's Word of Recall. And Arnold Schwarzenegger appeared. No, used Word of Recall to bring you back to your base of operations in Miletis, where you come to now, having landed. And I forgot to mention this last week. So this is where we come to now, but Xanthia, I forgot to mention this last week. As you take a moment and examine, still admiring it, this new weapon, Atmos, you notice there's an inscription on the handle.
Okay.
What languages do you speak, Xanthia?
Just common primordial.
You can't read it.
Cool. I'm just going to clock that for later. And
okay, it's not like
a
secret inscription or anything. Yeah. You don't get the sense you shouldn't tell anyone about it or anything like that. But
okay.
You can't currently read it.
Okay, yeah, but I think Xanthia will just wait until they're home because,
Oh, you guys are home.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Cool.
I was saying you clocked it now as you guys come into the fort. You teleport into the banquet hall, basically.
So, how's everyone feeling?
How was it?
What time of day is it? Sorry, really quick.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So you guys morning, I think.
Perfect.
I'm gonna say
not
morning.
gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit backed up. I'm gonna go spend some time on the plank.
Oh, Jesus.
Enjoy the morning sun. Make sure I get a little bit of quality me time.
Did spend a lot of time cooped up together, so
exactly, and I've been holding on to it. I don't want to inflict that kind of smelly presence onto my party. Best let the sea wash that kind of literally wash that kind of shit away. I'm gonna go.
Oh, that's what you meant by the plank.
Water plank.
If you've been holding onto it this whole time, I fear there's going to be a new island in the Siren Sea.
Yeah, you might want to plug your ears. It's about to get violent.
Poor Bithynia. All of that just flying past the window.
So, campaign 2 will start on Coiled Rope Island.
Coiled Rope Island.
Named for its unique shape.
And squishy texture.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
And on that note, Bok is gonna, just back out of the room very slowly, and then slowly make his way up, making sure that he keeps clenching until the critical moment.
Okay.
I imagine him making uncomfortable eye contact with everyone while he walks up backwards.
Yeah. He's like an owl, like swiveling his neck, like full on Lady Cardia. Just
Worry about it. It's fine. And I'm gone.
very well.
Or you were saying something, right?
Oh, yeah, I was just kind of wondering, what was it like in the bag?
Very disorienting. When I turn into a fog cloud, it's really weird, but it kept being mushed around and just dark, uncomfortable, a little too wet. Can't recommend, but
Why does it sound so fun? Can I go in the bag?
She cannot. The only reason Xanthia could is because she, as a mist form, was able to fit into the opening, which is... So this thing is a satchel, like, as in it's about this big, this wide, the opening tops.
I know, I just really want to see what's inside the bag.
Okay, at some point you can
I always
put on the
imagine-
armor, attune to it, go in the bag.
I imagined like Bithynia's bag would have like shelves and everything would be like maybe like alphabetical, maybe like organized really. So if it's just like a dark, wet space, I'm just like, wow.
I mean,
How?
it might have been organized when I went in. Now it's surely not anymore, and I'm very sorry, but the teleportation was very wild. So
I feel like I'm gonna have some killer tan lines from that breastplate. It was very hot on my skin. I don't know if the rest of you were feeling that as well, but
definitely.
Yeah.
Can't wait to take a swim, cool down, and never step foot in a volcano again.
Title of the episode.
So what do we do now?
Oh, just remembered. Can anyone of you maybe read this? And Xanthia holds out the trident and points to the inscription.
I'll look over your shoulder.
yeah, I'll have a
I
look.
read it.
What languages does everybody speak?
Celestial and Sylvan.
You can read it. It's Celestial.
Yeah.
I also
Rebecca,
speak Celestial.
Bithynia, you can also read it because I believe you have Eyes of the Runekeeper.
I also know 4 languages, including Celestial.
Nice.
Anybody who can read or speak Celestial can read it. It just reads.
I can.
Wait, you can?
Yeah, I speak Celestial, Common, and Leonin.
Where did you get Celestial from?
Why do you speak one more language
Because
than
I've got
me?
because I'm a human, so I get an extra language, and because of my Outlander status, I also get another language, so I get 3 languages, and I just randomly picked them out of a hat.
Okay.
Nice.
But not that I'm there. But I'm not there. But just as a point of order, I could also read this.
Wow. The barbarian speaks one more language than you, Xanthi.
Xanthia is gonna work on that.
So it quite simply reads unto the anvil.
Okay.
Onto
Unto
the anvil?
UNTO. Unto the anvil.
To the cool.
Anybody wants who can make a history or religion check?
Sure, I will
Sure.
do that.
I'm bad
Yeah.
at those.
I'm
Ooh.
proficient in history, but I rolled a 6. 11.
Natural 18 for a total of 18.
Interesting.
You got a total of 19.
Both succeed. It's not a terribly uncommon phrase necessarily. You've worked with some soldiers and weapons manufacturers, for lack of a better term, who are followers of BoroughBound, not just Daxos. And it's something you've heard them say once or twice. And to your best understanding, it's a motto that's not necessarily restricted to followers of BoroughBound, but it is heavily employed by them. It's sort of like endemic to being a follower of BoroughBound, or just something they commonly say. And it's meant to refer to a, I guess, willingness to face trials and tribulations in order to be forged anew. It functions similar to the saying, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." It's meant to sort of encourage, unto the anvil, like readily embracing the fires and the impacts and the hardship, because it will make you into something new, something stronger, something better.
Makes sense.
Interesting. I wonder if Daxos just took the time to inscribe that onto the weapon, or if it just magically appeared, or I don't know.
He's not there. He's not here with you guys.
Yeah, I know. Just wondering out loud.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to send him a message and ask? We've been away for 5 minutes, but
Sure.
Okay. Let me see if I'm prepared. I think I did. I always have sending prepared. Of course I have sending prepared. I will cast sending!
Okay. How do you word your message?
Okay, wait. Okay, hi! So, we just got home. That sentence on Atmos, you're doing? Or Puri? How are you? Is it hot? Are you okay?
There's a
You
moment,
just said words.
and I didn't understand. It takes a moment. I definitely put that there. Wanted to remind Xanthia. She's stronger than she gives herself credit. I'm good. Currently making world's biggest sandwich. And that's it.
Yeah, he says hi. Oh wait, no, he says hi. And he definitely did it because you're a badass. He likes you very much.
Very sweet of him. Thank you for asking.
Of course. Now, if you need me to send more messages, also you, Delessa, if you need anybody to send messages to, I'm here.
I'll keep that in mind, thank you.
Okay. I'm very good at it, so if you need a serious message, you have to write it out for me. You've got 25 words. I will probably not follow it. There will be some ums in there that I will probably add, but otherwise I'm a very good messenger.
I don't doubt it. So I'll keep it to 20 just to account for the ums.
Yeah, and the hi,
Yeah, okay.
I wonder if you hear a little before you hear my message, or if it's just in your brain, just hi. It just I think it could be fun. It's and then you hear my voice. I don't know. I'm rambling now. I'm
sure. I'm sure, Hilira, it's the highlight of their day.
I'm not sure. What if they're on the toilet or something, or they're doing something nasty?
Well, I think Bakios is on the toilet right now, so maybe you could send him one.
Should I send him a message? I'm going to cast message to Bakios. Can you hear me? Do you hear a little when I send you a message? Are you okay?
Allie, come back.
So, sorry, I was saying hi to my girlfriend who's come in. I've been sent a message.
Yes.
Okay, you hear all you hear back is.
I think
Bithynia,
he's having a crisis.
you see Couplet take off from your shoulder. Makes a sound. And seems to be batting at something in the corner.
And am I in my room or where am I at?
Unless you tell me otherwise, I presumed you were in the sort of main dining hall along with everybody else.
Okay. I'll go see what Couplet's into.
She's batting at a windowsill.
Can I open it?
Yeah. You don't see anything. She's batting specifically at the downwards kind of thing. So, like if this is the sill, she's sort of like looking at something that seems to be on the sill itself. She's swatting.
But I can't see anything.
You can't see anything. You do recall that a tressum, which is what Couplet is, has the capability to see invisible things.
I cannot, so.
But you can see through her eyes, for she is a familiar.
Okay, I can make use of that, I guess.
Is that what you do?
Sure.
All right. Your eyes roll back into your head, and you're looking out through Couplet's eyes, and you see a slightly translucent, unmistakably made of arcane energy, silver thread that goes from one windowsill to one other windowsill to the windowsill. And controlling Couplet, you look around the room, and every doorway, every sort of just edges of the walls has these silver threads running all through that seem to have.
Do I know what they are? Or is it just like
Make an Arcana check.
18.
You've seen this a few times. What you're viewing is how one can perceive the effects of the alarm spell.
Are any of them broken? Are they all still intact?
They're all still intact. So the way the spell works is more like a sensor. Once something enters the designated area, it will alert the caster that something has entered the designated area.
Do we see Bithynia doing some weird stuff?
This would be in the main dining hall, yeah.
Well, I would just be sitting there, yeah, because I'd be sitting there with Couplet. It'd be me looking through Couplet. So would I be more like stationary? Because I wouldn't be moving around as I'm moving as Couplet.
Yeah, you're incapacitated while you do it.
I'm just sitting there like this.
Yeah. Couplet, however, does seem to be moving in a less creature-like way, almost as if she's being controlled. You've seen this a couple times, And Bithynia has this power, so.
New Couplet was the BBEG.
Sorry.
Damn it. I've been discovered. Oh yeah, Ali's vestige, or was Ali's piece of divinity is a giant yarn ball flail.
I'd be all about that.
Bithynia Is everything okay?
I don't know if I can respond when I'm.
You can respond, so you can't hear through your ears, but because Couplet's in the same room as Xanthia, you hear Xanthia say this, so you can talk.
Can I use Couplet? But I can control Couplet to move around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I use Couplet to investigate to see if there's other threads throughout, or is it only in this room?
You can certainly do that. Make an investigation check using Couplet statistics. Although, actually, if you're controlling her... No, that would be your investigation statistics, I'll say. You're controlling.
16 total.
Yeah, the perimeters of every floor of this fort seem to have... And you spent about a minute having a look. The perimeters of every floor in this fort seem to have silver threads running throughout. It would seem that someone took the time to, you surmise, make sure that they would know when you came back.
The fuck is in our house? One of them would have been disturbed because Buckius went to his room, so that person already knows we're home.
They all would have.
Or maybe they just get shit on, you know?
I know a lot about that.
So I'll come back and say, so it's I don't know if any of you are familiar, but we seem to have someone who has left threads throughout, and they are everywhere throughout here. I don't know who or why.
What kind of threads? Like needling threads, sewing threads that you don't want to talk about? Like, what are we talking about?
They're silver threads. They're just well, they're here, and when you walk by them or near them, it'll detect that we're home. I don't know who or what or when they got here, but they're here now.
Do you think it would make sense to maybe, I don't know, try dispelling them magic, or...
I can do that if needs be.
Well,
yeah, I can do that too.
Dispel magic?
Dispel magic, yeah.
Well, it could be for our benefit. I mean, maybe someone's trying to make sure that we are protected or know that we're safely back.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be like home security system.
Can I go to our front door?
Mm-hmm.
I assume we have a front door. And just like open the door, because we already put off the alarms, so who cares? And I'm just gonna stand there and like look, see if anybody's coming.
Make a perception check.
Cool beans. I don't trust you, Dice. I will trust you. Oh, that was good. That's 22.
20. Oh, I didn't realize you actually said 22. I just heard do.
Sorry.
Be as cutesy as you want, just be intelligible. No, I'm kidding. You see a small plume of dust way down the road. Like way down the road.
It? Can I take off towards it?
Yeah. You're running towards it. And as you get closer to it, you clearly see it's a chariot. The plume of dust is galloping horses.
Hey, do they look like happy horses or angry horses?
They look like running horses.
But are they happy horses? Are they good guy horses? Or are they bad guy horses? Which means they're
Make
angry
an
horses.
insight check.
Well, that's a natural 20!
Oh, wow.
Plus 9! 29!
Okay. On a 29, I'm going to say you recognize the horses. The particular spotted coloration, you know, somebody else may have just chalked it up to coincidence or not even noticed, but these horses were definitely in the same paddock as the one as where you rented your horses from.
It's the horses guy? Are we gonna get our 50 gold back? Oh, that's so nice.
It's not the horses guy, but the horses seem to be from that paddock.
Okay, I just keep running towards them. They seem like happy horses.
After about a minute, you come face to face with a chariot, which brings to a screeching halt. You see a familiar cascade of bright, almost glowing cerulean hair, framing a pretty female face. You're home.
You're gonna have to give me more. My head empty, no thoughts.
It's Defili. It's Defili.
Oh. Hi.
Nice to see you too. Will you walk with me?
Sure. Will the horses walk with us? You want me to talk to the horses?
Oh, I assume you can keep up. I mean, based on your get-up, I've heard tale of how fast you can run.
I dislike her. Okay. Sure.
Whoosh. And yeah, you can absolutely keep up with the horses. It's not an issue at this point. And you join as she makes her way to the house. She dismounts from the chariot and just saunters into the house.
Wait, why are you please come into our house. Why are you here?
I like to keep my finger in every pie, shall we say.
No, that feels like just like rude. Why would you put a finger in every pie?
Sample all of life's flavors.
But like, you know how much bacteria are like on your hands, and then you put it in pie. Like, people have to eat that pie.
You just have to ask for consent first, and you're fine.
Like, it's the same with like the butter. Why? Why are we licking butter and putting our fingers in pies?
She rests her hand on your shoulder. Oh, you poor soul. You've never experienced the true delight of getting dirty, have you? Let me know if you want to change that. And she just just flicks your nose ever so slightly in like an endearing way. And then just saunters off again.
Sanka just waves to her.
Lost it.
You're gonna give Allie a heart attack.
That broke me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, Xanthia just waves at Defili, just like kind of nonchalantly.
I'm so pleased you all made it back okay.
I don't think we've met before. I'm Dolisa. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Defili, the pleasure is all mine. And she very overtly, almost like in a tongue-in-cheek way, it becomes like you almost understand that she knows exactly what she's doing, pulls your hand and gently places a kiss on your hand and just locks eyes with you for a moment. So you see a beautiful woman, unmistakably half nymph, with oceanic, just bright oceanic blue hair that falls down her hair in these sort of slightly wavy, gorgeous locks. It pales at the tips, the hair, almost like sea foam. And she just locks eyes with you with these sort of like slightly paler blue eyes, almost like tropical or Mediterranean waters. And she just flashes you a smile, and you cannot help but like your heart skips a beat for a second.
Don't let Amalia see this.
Don't let Scotty see this.
Too late. I've already seen it.
Oh, funnily enough, I have something to talk to you about in private, Tefili, if that's okay. It doesn't have to be now, it can be later. I'm sure you've got more pressing matters at hand, but a moment of your time later would be...
To me?
To you, yes.
Don't I feel all special? What's this about?
It is not the time and place to disclose that, unfortunately, but I will...
Oh, my reputation precedes me.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Keep your secrets. I look forward to discovering the truth later. Elita, what's your passive insight?
19.
Wow.
Deception check. Natural 1.
So we all see it?
I'm gonna say
Even
yeah.
much.
You guys all see it. A woman normally capable, as comfortable deceiving as she is breathing. But right now, her eyes seem to be just flicking around, looking for something, and you swear you detect a hint of nerves.
Well, Philly, as nice as it is to see you again, can we help you? Like, what brings you here?
Oh, I just came to have a chat with Dark Sauce. He owes me a favor. I was waiting to see when you all would get back. I presumed you'd wind up here eventually, so I made sure I'd be alerted when you did return.
Why do you have a thing with Daxos?
Nothing major you need to be concerned about. He owes me a favor.
Favor? What kind of favor?
I'll say on a natural 1, you do sense there's a catch in her throat as she's trying to put a front, but she seems genuinely worried, and her eyes are like just wondering.
Really? We're all friends here. Maybe we can help with the favor.
No, I'd really rather know, I'd really rather speak to him personally. Where is he?
Oh, he stayed behind, dear.
You left him behind?
He stayed behind. It was a choice.
Why would he stay behind? He hates that place. He told me as much.
Change their minds.
He's coming back, right?
Yeah. He assured us we would see him again. But he said something about having to reconnect with his past now and also wanting to make use of the facilities as much as he can.
Sentimental fool. She chuckles a bit to herself. You can tell she not even she believes the thing she just said. That was always his problem. Big ol' heart of gold despite the fiery outer crust. He better be coming back or I'll come after all of you. Got it?
We don't know. He could be coming back like tomorrow or like in 50 years.
Did he say he was coming back tomorrow?
No, he's coming back one day. Like, while we're still alive, hopefully. Like.
What were you going to say, Bithynia?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he could be here now. We got here last night. So,
Well, I know he's making a sandwich right now, back in the forge. So...
She actually bursts out laughing. And Elira, you see a little bit of mist in her eyes, despite her best efforts to conceal it with your insight.
But if you need some help, you can always help. We're helpful.
It's quite all right. I have much to do as it is. Dolisa, was it? You said you had something to talk to me about.
Oh, yes, I do. Are you in quite a hurry to hear it?
Yes, very much. I can't stay. Helena, you get the sense she's like uncomfortable right now.
She should be.
Well, right away then. I just want to I need to speak with Xanthia a moment first, but I'm sure Hilira and Bithynia will keep you company in the meantime.
Well, come on, Defili. I'll show you outside. I made this really cool temple and we have a diving board, and I just take her away to the...
Before she has a time to react, oh, goodness. And then she just gets dragged off.
Xanthia, I don't know this girl. Could you tell me a little bit about who she is and what she's about?
That's a loaded question depending on who you ask.
Ain't that the truth?
So
I feel like you would have the most unbiased viewpoint, so I wanted to ask you.
I met her quite a while ago, way before I joined the group. Very briefly, we worked together to slay a giant sea hydra. And I mean, we were allies, but even back then, I had the impression that she had some agenda of her own, which she did not disclose to me. Didn't see her for a while, joined the group, and at some point when we were at Daxos's place, he was looking a little bit sleep deprived, should I say, maybe. And she joined him shortly after, so the two of them are involved, I think, romantically to some extent. And when we discovered that Scotty, he reacted very strongly negatively.
Does he have feelings for her?
Me? No.
No, does Scotty have feelings for
No. Oh god. That's let me remember real quick and scour through my memory, definitely not my notes. Where is that? Okay, I'm just gonna try to piece that together from my mind. He said that he ran into her also prior to joining up with the group, I think. And he had his suspicions that she was involved with something very bad. I think a plague, the Shark Queen, can't quite remember it right now. But he's very, very of her. Does not trust her at all, and she seems to share that sentiment to some degree of him, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a very complicated person, but if you can count her on your side, that's certainly a good ally. But trust is something you should be careful in considering, or like complete trust at least.
Right. Thank you for that. Daxos entrusted me with delivering something to her.
Yeah. He really cares about her. They understand each other, I think.
He told me not to tell anybody else, but I thought, given what I'd just seen, I thought it best to confide in you first. So you think it's okay to hand over what he gave me? I don't know what it is. I haven't took a look myself. I don't know if I should, but
Well, I have complete trust in Daxos. This- and she seems to make him happier at least. So, personally, I would pass it on to her. But that's your decision.
I think I will. But if you've got your doubts about her, and especially Scotty, then
we get along okay. Like I said, it's you need to know who to place your complete trust in.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's I think it's wise to question people occasionally.
Indeed. Are you okay yourself? I imagine there's a big weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, it still feels unreal in some sense. Like so much happened so quickly. I think I'll need some time to really have the realization set in. So yeah, I think I'm okay. I will be okay at least.
Good. Good. Just take your time and be patient with yourself.
Thank you. Also, just I wanted to say again that I'm very happy that I have your support and that you're part of the group now.
You'll always have my support.
Hmm.
And I'm very happy to be here as well. It's been a tough time, but a fun time nonetheless. But the job's not finished, is it, right? We still have much to do.
I'm afraid so, yeah. But I have no doubt that having you here will make things a lot easier and more enjoyable.
Thank you. Right. I better go and speak to
Defili before
Defili,
Hilaire
yes.
talks an ear off of her.
Defili's just spamming Eldritch Blast at this point. No, I'm kidding. You do find Hilira mid dragging Defili through a very uncomfortable tour.
May I take her away from you, Hilira?
God, yes, please, 1,000 times yes.
Okay, bye!
Sweetheart, I love you, but I do not have the mental fortitude to keep up with your rate of speech.
That's understandable. A lot of people have told me that. Okay, bye! And I take off.
Cool. You guys are standing, I presume, in the Temple of Oronos, weirdly enough.
Okay, cool.
Probably.
A little bit damp, but I suppose I can see the appeal. Something you wanted to speak to me about, Dolisa?
Yes, I have the feeling you already kind of know. But before we left Daxos at Mount Velos, he entrusted me to pass this on to you. He said it was of paramount importance.
You actually, for a split second, see a note of surprise.
She pulls out the leather tubed canister.
Takes it. Funk. She just pops it open in front of you and slides it out. And you see about oval-shaped stone, about this wide and this big, this shape, that has a series of faintly glowing purple glyphs upon it. Make an Arcana check.
14.
Yeah, not terribly high DC, especially for someone who once attended the Decathia. There's a audio recording, for lack of a fantastical term, attached to the stone.
Okay.
And
How is she reacting currently?
make an insight check.
14 again.
Another really shitty roll. And I'll say this in general for Hilira as well. Just because of previous. And yeah, no, based with the 14 and the natural one she originally rolled. Some of you are, Hilira especially, are familiar with this expression. For it's all too common in Akros, or for this particular demeanor. The demeanor of someone who's trying really hard to not show that they care. Because they are too used to putting up a front.
Did you say anything?
No, she just looks at you tentatively before she slides her thumb over the largest central glyph, activating it. And the attached sound plays out. And you hear Daxos. For a moment, he faintly curses under his breath, and you hear dong, ding, 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 and you recognize that sound, Delisa. He's tuning a lyre. And he begins strumming it, and he's playing some very simple sequence of chords, like something that, like, he's doing it well, but he's doing like just very basic chords to just provide a very basic accompanying melody.
Mm-hmm.
And his singing, while functional, feels unkind. He's definitely he's not hitting any notes or complicated melodies that would be beyond someone who's maybe taken a handful of lessons or practiced only a little bit. But with that in mind, the simple things he's doing them well enough. And so he just strums a basic tune on the lyre and begins singing to the best of his ability. And he sings, "Being like we are, well, this is something else. But who would comprehend, though some that do lay claim divine purpose blesses them? That's not what I believe, and it doesn't matter anyway. A part of our souls ties us to the next world, or maybe to the last, but I'm still not sure. But what I do know is to us the world is different, as we are to the world. But I guess you would know that. Please don't go, I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please. Please don't leave here. I don't want you to hate for all the hurt that you feel. The world is just illusion, trying to change you." And the song goes on for another couple verses, each one interspersed with a chorus, before it comes into conclusion with a final, "Trying to change you." And you've been staring at the stone for this whole time. But you look up, and Defili, her eyes, though having unmoved, are just full, just tears are streaming down her face. And she is straining to hold back a quivering lip. God's fucking damn it. That sweet son of a bitch.
He evidently has a lot of love for you.
I know.
You reciprocated?
It's not that simple. He thinks just being a big shit-eating grinned Boy Scout is gonna just make the world different to how it actually is. God damn it. I don't know I know how to respond to love.
I think you should just respond however your heart feels like it, whether you feel like crying, smiling, or anything in between. I haven't known Daxos long, but he is a respectable man with a big heart. And clearly, a large portion of that heart is set on you.
May I ask you something?
You may.
If you were born without the use of your eyes, spent your whole life blind, and then all of the sudden were given the ability to see, what do you think that would do to that new sense? You think those eyes might hurt? They might not know how to respond?
I think they would be fragile at first, yes. But I think they should take solace in the fact that there is no malicious intent in this love and this light in your theoretical case. And over time, that pain will subside and it will blossom into a beautiful love.
She looks you up and down. That talisman is well earned. She gestures to your holy symbol. Fuck. Guess he and I have a conversation to have when he gets back. And you kept him in one piece, right?
Just about.
Good. I'd hate to have to come after you. And she's clearly joking, but it's one of those jokes that's like, like uncomfortable laugh.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Right. Well, and you can clearly see she seems to be trying to put that front up again. So, are you going to say something, Sammy?
I was just going to say, I'm sure he'll be back soon in one piece, and he'll be chomping at the bit to see you and speak to you. His song that he wrote was very touching, even for me, who's just a bystander in this. But for you, I'm sure it must be quite overwhelming. So be gentle on yourself. Love is a complicated thing, after all. Nobody truly masters it, and the only thing you can do is try your best to communicate and express yourself in whatever way you think is best.
I should have a real think about what I'm going to say. And in order to have that think, I'm going to need to get shit-faced, so check the local tavern. If you need me, I'll probably be there. Thank you, my
Noted.
darling. It was delightful meeting you.
And you as well. I wish you the best, and if you ever need a a ceremony officiating in the future, well,
I'm
you
going
know
to
who
stop
come
you
to.
right there. We've bonded so nicely, I'd hate to have to drown you. But duly
Just giggle.
noted.
Hmm.
And she gives you a final acknowledgement and then saunters off. And as she sort of hits the rocky section, she sort of takes one look at the house, looks at the ocean, but decides to walk through the house again. When she passes by the banquet hall, by all of you. And she takes you all in and says, well, until next time. And I know many of you have a prickly regard in my respects, but I'm not your enemy. I mean that.
Yeah, but you're a little bit mean. So, like,
But
I'm really trying,
And she
but you're a
says,
little bit mean.
but I'm a fun kind of mean. Admit it.
No.
Oh, then you clearly... You should go on a night on the town. You get to see the fun kind of mean. You get to see it from the point of view of someone who's not on the receiving end. Go on, it'll be fun.
Okay.
Take
So,
care.
She grabs you by the hand and leads you for a day on the town.
Are you going right now?
There goes our cleric.
She's still chaotic as fuck, even if she, her heart even if her heart grew 3 sizes today, she's still chaotic as fuck, so.
Well, we better not get into danger then.
LOL subscribed for 4 months now. Thank you so much. We do so appreciate it. It's hearts all around. Dingen and Draxon. And what was the last you saw of Heliod? No, I'm kidding.
It's been fun, you guys. I don't have a backup character.
Alright, what are the rest of you doing?
I think Delisa, after having that encounter, all the talk of love and love in the air, she would have an epiphany and remember that Bithynia recently received a letter from her significant other and would want to go and talk to her about that. So she would find Bithynia, and if she was willing, take her into a side chamber to converse. Is that okay, Bithynia? Okay.
Step into my office, aka my room. Tower.
I know you received a letter back from Zoe while we were in Mount Velos. I just wanted to check in and make sure everything was okay between you. Is she okay? Is she well?
I guess that depends on your definition of well, but she's gone.
What do you mean?
She won't be coming back.
She's moved away from Malatis and isn't coming back?
Well, she technically wasn't necessarily a resident here. She was here for a very specific task and came back for more than one reason, but she's returned to her city so that she can be accounted for and safer than she was while she was here.
And that unfortunately makes sense. Where is that again? Is it far?
She's south of us. It's not too far. It's just south of us.
Okay.
You would know, Delisa, the city of Glossion, home to the largest temple of Amarantha in all of Theros, is where the Oracle of Amarantha resides.
Yeah.
And where she's from.
But that doesn't mean you can't see her again in the future.
No, it just means no.
And she's a lot safer there, like as she's.
Mm.
That's why she's there in the first place, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can tell.
Fortunate that. Hmm?
I can tell it's hurting you inside.
It's unfortunate that the world is the way that it is.
The quicker we change that, the quicker you can be with her.
There's nothing stopping us from visiting her there, but we have other things that are more pressing. So until then, I guess I can go in and go into town and take care of some business that I have that I started before our trip.
You say that, but it comes from an air of modesty from you. If Zoe is the most important thing in your life, you should pursue that. I'm sure we could still manage without you. And that's not to say that you're not important to us, it's just to say that you should prioritize what you want to do, Bithynia.
I can have both. And it was in my mind that I could go into town and get some things in preparation for when we do have the ability to check in with her, or if anything, be on my own.
Right. And in the meantime, you can still write to her, right?
Yep, I have that option.
Okay. I've known you for a long time, and I can tell when things are off. Did she say anything else?
Just that the world is, without a doubt, not ideal right now, but we knew that.
No, it's not. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
No, I mean, I have to go shopping. I have to buy a few things. But other than that, I mean, you're welcome to join. But I need to go buy a few things and hand over some things that I collected while we were out.
I'm more than happy to accompany you. I hate to see you so down in the dumps. You've been my best friend for a while, so.
Yeah, so I would say that, as much as it pains me that she is no longer here or won't be able to come back for some time, there are other things to concern myself with, things at the Tokatia and, going to help. I still have this flower that the person wanted in their shop for whatever they're doing. And yeah. And then could I check to see like how my flowers are doing, all of my daisies?
Oh, they fucking died. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. They are blooming quite well.
Okay.
They're at the bud stage.
Okay.
I presume you hired someone to come round and water them.
Yeah. Like a little hydroponics situation going on.
Oh yeah.
Grow operation.
Little tweak of the unseen servant spell just to yeah,
Yep.
they're growing for sure.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's just things are interesting in the world. I do need to also speak about these diplomatic things, these visitors that'll be coming, and I'm curious who left these threads here as well. It could be for our benefit. Maybe someone wanted to make sure that we made it home safely.
I think that was Defili. She was waiting for us to come back and wanted to make sure that she knew the exact moment in which we did so. So I think that solves that mystery.
Well, yeah, I just need to go do some shopping and check in.
Would you like a hug?
You can.
You look like you need one.
Then she'll just like put her arms out behind.
Give you a big squeeze.
Buy some nicer stationery or something. Go check out some books.
I'm sure that'll make you happy. It always has.
Mm. I'm not eating any peppers, though. I refuse.
Right. A thought occurs, by the way, and I'll admit something as a DM. So within the 50 hours would have taken Daxos to build Atmos, Bithynia would have received the other two messengers birds. I have not prepped their contents, so I apologize for that. I will absolutely get on that immediately. The general gist of both messages is, so the one from Setessa is a friendly one for the most part, and you know that there is a, at the very least, cordial but sometimes actually downright friendly relationship with the matriarchal society of Setessa, the Daughters of Nelia, for example, a place that has you guys have taken bounties from for hunt creatures more than once, is an organization that was founded in Setessa and is comprised almost entirely of women who are from Setessa. So they do have a degree of a relationship. Though they are more secluded than the other polis, they do have a relationship with the other cities. And the message is quite a, like, ooh, this sounds delightful. We'd be happy to send an emissary to discuss finer details. And remind me, you sent the other one to Skopos, right?
I believe so.
Now, the answer you get from the one from Skopos, and you're surprised you get an answer. This is a domain of warbound minotaurs, but it sort of begins with, like, to cut it short, is this your idea of a joke? But it's not in like a dismissive kind of way. It's like it's just genuinely incredulous. And it as the message goes on, it basically comes to, because you basically send it to a very specific a sect of minotaurs that you are aware of within the city of Skorfos that are somewhat more civilized than the rest of their war-loving brethren. And so the message starts off as, like, is this your joke, basically? But sort of ends with, on the off chance you're serious, I guess it wouldn't hurt to hear you out. No, I'm paraphrasing slightly. Like, wouldn't hurt to hear you out. Respond once more with confirmation, and perhaps we can further this discussion. So the second one is by no means a no, but for the moment they aren't certain whether this was a prank or not.
And so with that, before totally sillies, I, by the way, got 2 letters back, the ones that I sent. It seems like it's like 1.5, maybe 2 confirmations. So it'd be definitely very important that I go have my conversation, because I haven't set the date for that conversation. But that means that I can send 2 more letters going out for speaking with others.
Well, that's good news, I guess.
I need to go speak with Melody about it, because she probably sees it. Also, it'd probably be good to check in with her following her.
Who did you say? Sorry, it keeps cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I think your mic is pretty directional, so.
Melpadilla?
Oh,
Melpadilla?
Morpadilla, yeah. Yes. There's definitely a lot of pressure on you organizing all of this. I definitely realize that, and it must be stressful. So, yeah, like I said before, if I can help in any way, let me know. But I'm
If you
there
want-
right beside you.
well, if you'd like, you can go meet up with Melbadia and I.
Yes?
Oh, that is on my agenda for the day. Do you have anything that you're in need of doing today?
Nothing comes to the forefront of my mind. Nothing pressing. There's a couple of things I could do. A couple of people I could check in with, but no. Did I did I tell you what happened with Amalia?
No, but we might have had a conversation where she had said not to. Well, wait. What were you going to say? Sorry, I'll listen to what you have to say before
No,
I
she
speak on what she's told me.
No, I went to talk to her during the forging of Atmos, and she quite surprisingly admitted her liking towards me. Did you see that coming? Because I didn't.
But they will just like smile and laugh, like, "Oh, well, no, no. You know, as good as I see in the dark, I have the inability to see things like that. But so what ended up happening with that conversation?
I mean, it was quite awkward. I won't lie. I was honest with her though. I just told her how much it caught me off guard, but I tried to be honest and just tell her that I mean I don't have any feelings in that way right now, but I was definitely willing to get to, or I definitely am willing to get to know her more. Where she takes that in the future, I'll leave it up to her, but she's very sweet, and
Sorry, I
Why
just
are you
read
laughing?
the Twitch chat and Tamara's last comment.
I just read it now.
I'll also take a quick moment just because I spotted it in the chat. Big shout out to the illustrated girl who is in the Twitch chat at the moment. Welcome, Zoe. And of course, Pervalidus, who is Ingar, for those of you who don't know, who is Tina or Acrobatic Banana Split's partner, big friends of mine.
Hey.
Just want to give him a little shout out. And thank you to Roll Positive Gaming for the subscription. We really appreciate it. Matt, you're the best. You can catch him and me and Sammy every Saturday at 6 p.m. GMT. And just quickly while we're at it, For Shame Not Honor, thank you for the follow. Sorry, continue.
Hey, all the updates.
I
That's
didn't
good.
mean to create an ad break, basically. But
yeah.
sorry, please
You
continue.
take this moment to no. So yes, it's all a bit raw and up in the air right now.
Sorry.
Are we good? Are we good?
We're good. I'm just a child.
Yes, I don't know how you feel about it, but it's good, if anything, I guess.
You know, we have been friends forever, and I think that while we have both been loyal to our endeavors, what's something, you know, to say that we can't be loyal to someone else, you know? I've known for a short time or a drop in the bucket compared to the amount of time that I've known you.
Mhm.
However, anything can happen. And so I think that, nothing on my end to say that, there'd be anything but good things to come. And arguably, I don't know, have you seen her room? She has like the best bed in this entire place.
Well, depending on how things go, I might get a sneak peek of that in the future.
The toileting situation's a bit questionable, but
Right,
I'm just
okay.
down the hall. You're welcome to use my. And then she'll point over to the corner, her ferns. It's always welcome for your need.
How do we keep going back to the shits?
The shits.
She has a giant litter box. I don't know.
Like
Friends don't let friends shit in a box in the room next to the bed, unless you're a cat, I guess.
it's outside, but yeah, you I don't know. Like I guess just when the house was being built, Bithynia elected to have a throne for a queen, or like a golden urn for a shitter, and then you all felt like you had to one up that. So
Okay, to be fair, when we did my room first and you hadn't found the toilet option, so I got a vase.
no, you misunderstand. I am not blaming you. Yours was happenstance. Everybody else then decided to take it as a challenge.
My
Hey,
bathroom
I
is
don't
very
have a
normal.
shitter. It's fine. I have the sea.
Of the sea.
Okay, so someone who shits off of a plank, someone who pisses in the pool, one person who has a golden throne, someone has a cat box, and one has an ensuite.
And I have to
Mine
assume
is
Helena
in a
just
water
runs
closet.
on the water and then goes as she runs.
Oh no! Oh, I'm just imagining diarrhea. No.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the first chemtrail was born.
I have a toilet and a bath. I'm fine. I have a very normal room. I mean, my room's normal, right?
I think we're scaring off people.
To answer your question, Matt, Roll Positive Gaming, a feature of their stronghold was everybody, or almost everybody, has a unique form of relieving themselves, ranging from a golden urn to a pirate plank that like dangles off the edge of the fort, ranging to the sea itself, just dispersal, and to a litter box, because there is a Leonin amongst this cavalcade of shitters.
We take our fantasy very serious.
Yes. So anyway, there could be a date on the cards, I guess. So yeah, that's the situation with me and Amalia. I've got you up to speed pretty much. So there's a lot of love in the air recently. I don't know what it is. Amarantha must be weaving her magic.
That's possible. But do you have any concerns about mixing work and pleasure? I mean,
I've never in the past, as you know yourself. I mean,
I know.
we had many a steamy night while at the Decadia, Bithynia. So, yes.
Like together?
There was always someone else involved to the voice inside my head there, but
This one time at Bard Camp,
I failed at playing the flute, so I went to the harmonica instead, and I was a pro.
Oh boy. I'm gonna be laughing about that for days.
So, well, I just, I don't think there will be any issues. I think that, whatever you decide, they will be amendable to it, or, be supportive. And,
Yes. I hope whatever happens, we can keep it amicable at least. It's weird being a cleric of the goddess of love. I'm always the one preaching to others and helping them through their relationships, but now I'm on the I'm front and center on that myself, so it's a bit different, but I'll do my best to navigate it as best I can. The last time I think I had a serious relationship or anything untowards that would be during our freshman year when I decided to hook up with that graduating senior despite the 5-year age gap. That was a lesson in itself.
It was, but to be fair, the only reason we met him was because we tried joining that group because we thought the professor was hot and he was the advisor of the club. So the paths would have never crossed had it not been for that, but I'm glad that it happened either way.
Yes. Yeah, maybe I have better luck with a female this time.
A little bit less practice on your end, but if you ever have any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to share.
I'll certainly know who to come to. Thank you. We should see what the rest of the guys are doing.
I'll just say as well, just because I got a message from Violet saying she's not feeling super well, so she unfortunately shan't be joining us this evening. Get well soon, babe. Love you very much. But I'm going to say that Amalia went with Defili and Hilira to look after Hilira, just for the sake of simplicity.
That makes sense. Get better soon if you're listening.
But that aside, do you guys rejoin the rest of everybody?
Before she goes, Dolasa, one last thing. I don't know what happens or what the future has in store, but and then she'll check her notes. Her favorite flower is catnip.
Oh, right. Noted.
Also, everyone else is currently just sound there, just sitting there like, yes, Botch is still not there and everyone else left. So she's like, cool.
I assume Xanthia's still just doing bedroom eyes towards the Trident.
I think she went back to her room and took her old Trident and put it up the wall, just like as some decoration. No, she's just sitting there like, sure got this now.
And you give it a few spins, and it's not light. It does have a weight to it, but the weight feels weirdly good. Like it feels almost perfectly weighted so that each swing feels like you're striking with the force of a ballista impacting. It's a satisfying heft.
Very nice. Yeah.
But yeah, with the knowledge of catnip, the two of you descend downstairs. Botch, just before you turn yourself inside out, I'm going to say that you reach the end of your rope.
Yeah.
And join everybody else.
Fair enough. Got to reload.
Oh, Jesus. And so Hilera and Amalia are doing the thing. The four of you have convened once again in the banquet hall. And I'll say, yeah, that's a good place where we're going to take a little break. Trying to get better at that. I'm going to say at 10 to 9 GMT or within 9 minutes reconvene, if that works for everybody.
Yep.
Cool. We'll see you guys at 8:50 our time, and we'll be back then. Thank you. We'll see you very soon. And we've hit be right back, so you guys And we're transitioning back. Welcome to everybody. Thank you for bearing with us. We're just going to take a second once we've all aggregated, and we shall resume. Yeah, a bit of a interesting start to the session, to be sure. But you know, irreverence is important. And after a difficult stretch of time in a fiery hellscape, maybe a little poop humor is healthy. Just to keep things in perspective. But yeah, we come back to everybody reconvening after the revelation of the package Daxos prepared for Defili, which only Dalisa is privy to, and various conversations had about what the future might hold for various people within this group. So whilst Hilira is off with Defili and Amalia, what are the four of you doing?
Okay, do you guys have plans for the day? Should we just plan what's coming next? Like, which piece of divinity are we going for after this now?
Well, we have the two islands,
Mhm.
Mire and Skathos, to travel to. One seems to be missing from what we gathered. It's almost hard to find.
That's a Siren Sea for you.
Well, we know where one is, so let's just go right to it. Time is of the essence because, you know, my erstwhile countrymen are kind of besieged at the moment. Now, poop jokes aside, we need to sort our shit out.
That was very well put.
Yep, I'm a genius.
And Bethinia's going to raise her eyes and look away. If I didn't have a better idea for a favor for you, I'd request that you never say that again.
I am going to allow that. But in all seriousness, all right, what's stopping us from just packing up first thing tomorrow morning, heading off to the island where we know where it is and just getting this extra piece of divinity? One down, two to go, right?
I agree.
Let's just go.
You would know, Botch, navigating the Siren Sea in general, even with locations that are less nebulous, is tricky.
Oh, I'm very fully aware, but I'm still, charge in, trying to think of a question to ask later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So remind me again, which piece of divinity was that on Mire?
So on...
I think let me get this. Oh, I think it's the Island of Mire was the reliquary of Medamai?
Correct.
So, Finja, in that case, it feels fitting that you have like the last word in this.
Just to clarify, Matisi, the reliquary of Medamai, is on Miri. Miri was the island that people haven't been able to find in a little while.
Oh.
Skathos.
Yeah.
Skathos,
that's the one I'm talking
where
about.
Hithonia the Cruel, the mightiest of the Gorgons, is rumored to reside, is where Nimiras, the blades of Clothis, reside.
See, listen, right? Me and Clothy, we go way back, right? I want to go get my girl's blades. She's a queen, and I need her blades.
Fair enough.
Hey! Take an inspiration for the StarCraft pun.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody else have any aversions to us packing up our ship and just heading straight there?
I mean, we should make sure that we have all of our items before we go.
I mean, how hard could it be?
Well, you yourself and I have had conversations based on the naval options or suaveness of this city compared to others, and so I think that while we have some insight into where we're going, having a refresher might be ideal before we go.
Rebecca, I think your mic is sort of coming in and out. It's oscillating between far away and clear as day.
Is that better?
That is much better, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just 100% gain. 100%. 100%. Is that too much? I don't know.
No,
It's okay
You're
for the moment.
right next to me. It's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Milites definitely has their way with naval maneuvering and operations. I think that it might behoove us to get maybe an update or maybe a refresher for those of us that were born and raised near the sea.
A refresher of what? How to sail a boat? Let's just hire another crew. Worked the first time.
It did, except we knew where we were going, and we had a thing in front of us that was shooting and wanting to be found.
Yes, and
this
we know
time-
where we're going this time too. We know exactly where this island is.
Do we
We're
know?
not. We're not circling the Siren Sea. We know where we're going. We know where this island is, Mr. DM.
You know where it is on a map. Like, as in, like, you know where it theoretically should be.
Okay, now,
But even you, Botch, would know that that's never a guarantee when it comes to the Siren Sea.
So it's like the Bermuda Triangle over here.
Basically,
right?
yeah.
It's like
Some things are more Bermuda Triangle-y than others. So you know that Skathos, as far as you're aware, has a more established location, and there are no reports of it going missing for an extended stretch of time, or it just, like, people being unsuccessful in finding it for an extended stretch of time. Generally, any vessel that deems to traverse the Siren Sea, especially if it's not on a designated shipping lane, would make sure to have very skilled navigators to make sure that one is never lost, one never incurs the anger of the gods whose domain is the sea and the storm, lest they find a journey of a few days take several years.
So maybe we should go into town and see if we can maybe find a Trident who's from the Siren Sea, who could offer us their services as navigator.
Oh, just to clarify, Bithynia would being proficient navigator's tools. So out of character, it's less about a specific, native or things like that, but the DCs to navigate the Siren Sea versus a regular sea, maybe in a different setting, are a little different. It's
Okay.
more of getting there and back than the there.
correct. And Bithynia, make an intelligence check, just a general intelligence check.
That would be 23. Total.
Woof. Something keeps playing in your mind. Something Ifara said to you in that dream.
Is it about the light?
Yes. And you're trying to determine what it means. You definitely get the sense this is an analogy of some sort.
So, while we were getting all of the information, and each one of us seems to have been favored in various ways for the task that lays ahead. For this one in particular, I was told that there's an emphasis on being the light, or something to that capacity. So I don't necessarily think that it is going to be a puzzle per se, but it can be puzzling to figure out before we get there.
Don't tell me you're afraid of a little big brain activity, Bithynia.
No, I'm afraid that you won't be able to keep up when I am engaged in it, though.
Bruh. Bruh.
Oh,
I need a button that just like the guy who goes, bruh.
Bruh. I need an icon that says Botch will remember this. if he can.
As I say, if you get that icon, I'm going to get one that says, will he though?
Fair, yeah, it's very justified.
I only have a +7 to wisdom, I'm sorry.
Ouch.
So I think Botch, I mean, we've gone out to sea, we've had good luck. I am with you. I want to go there sooner rather than later. I just want to make sure that once we go, we are prepared for whatever comes our way, because we won't be anywhere near where we came from. And even if we did go to the coast that's nearest to us, we aren't in necessarily the safest of company up north, should we have to go somewhere.
That's why you're with me. I can protect you.
I appreciate you in more than one capacity. However, doggy paddle to shore when we have thousands of kilometers to go between the island or the middle of nowhere and the shore is a lot.
Why would we doggy paddle? We've got a ship.
Maybe we wouldn't, though. And that's what I want to prepare for.
What do you think is going to happen to our big-ass boat?
I don't know. I've never been there before, and you haven't either, but I know that anything could happen at sea.
I'll say
There's
this.
only one way to find out.
Botch, you have definitely heard of a few legends that are, I guess, just made their way to the annals of history of entire city-states upon islands that were basically sent to the bottom of the sea by especially large krakens and other monstrosities that inhabit the Siren Sea. I mean, Meletis itself, or Altrizos in particular, a city further down upon the peninsula that you guys are on, was besieged by a kraken who was rumored to stand some 200 feet tall. It was able to be repelled, but there are definitely colossal monstrosities that inhabit the Siren Sea, to say the least. It is a dangerous, very nebulous place.
Okay, so I want to get there quickly, and you want to make sure we get there safe. Fine, I accept that. Well, what would make you feel better about setting off ASAP?
Having the... Well, I don't know. I don't actually know. maybe.
Did Botch just employ the Socratic method against you, Bithynia?
He's learned so much.
Well, maybe the blessing of everybody here in Tempest, as long as they're okay with it and they've been able to follow up with whatever intentions they have in town before we leave again. We've only just got back.
Yeah, and my countrymen are only just getting slaughtered alive by an army of the dead.
Well, would they like to join us? They could. I mean, I don't
Well,
like.
We're trying to save them and liberate them. That is the whole point of getting these pieces of divinity quickly. Bro, there's still an Akros to save. Listen, I can use soak crates as much as you, alright?
Oh, this is dangerous. A dangerous game we play. No, I have absolutely no issue. I just wanted to go into town. That's
Fine. Alright, can I say the day after tomorrow we go, right? Do whatever you need to do to prep. We're going the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Good.
think if we can get everything prepared today, then there's no reason not to leave tomorrow.
My point exactly. I just want at least if Bifini's going to come at me thinking we need to slow down and be careful, I wanted to know what exactly she's slowing down for.
No,
because
we need supplies and make sure the ship is stocked with armory and whatnot.
Fine, let's hit the bazaar.
But I'm just thinking, if you want something to be good and you want it in a timely manner and you want it to be costly, you can only have two.
I mean, as long as there's enough wine and carbs and meat on the boat, I'm good. So, and those three things are pretty cheap. So, yeah, it doesn't have to cost a lot. So, I don't want things of high quality. I just want it quick and cheap, just like me.
Just as a quick addendum to clarification as well. The exact wording of what Ifara said to you, Bithynia, was, "When it is darkest, shine a light." Elira, you're muted if you're saying something.
No, I'm just thinking about what you're saying in real life. Also, I'm imagining like Bucky is having this whole spiel about Akros, and then Hilarious just like,
Oh yeah.
It's just in the bar vibing.
No, okay, you're not at the bar yet. You were first and foremost, because Defili definitely likes the finer things in life. Took you to a nail salon. And basically, the three of you, Amalia full-on has her claws out, and you're getting the full mani-pedi, like someone's washing your hair, and it's like just a full-on pamper.
Hilarious doing like the child thing of like when somebody touches her, she's like, ow. Ow. Doesn't actually hurt, but she just...
The exasperated centaur worker is like, "My dear, if you hold still, this will be over quickly."
Fine.
And we got back to the
I think unlike our last expedition to Mount Velos, we can't word of recall back to the keep this time because I'd leave your boat stranded. So either we journey back to Melites and then back out to the second island, or directly to the second one. Either way, we're going to need more supplies than what we'd normally prepare for.
Yeah, and then we should also just plan in a little extra buffer in case things take longer.
Yes, I agree.
Fine, let's stock up the ship as tight as it will be with all the finer food and drinks we can find, and then let's go.
Should we maybe just divide and conquer, like split up what everyone is?
Yep, I'll get the alcohol.
Oh, I still have some in the fort that I know
Not
I've been doing
enough.
beer.
Not enough. Like you said, we might need we might need enough for 2 expeditions and a little bit extra. So yeah, I'd rather be safe than sorry here. We cannot run out of wine.
All right.
Cool, so Botch, you're focusing on the booze, Hilira's focusing on herself. You know, self-care, very important. What is everybody else doing?
Can I go return the what's it like the flower that I got?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Like a cement egg or something?
Yeah,
Egg flower. What was it called?
I totally forgot. But yes, you are able to return that to Penelope. And she's, thank you. This is perfect. This is going to help many people. It's in perfect condition as well. You've outdone yourself. I'm very grateful.
It was definitely an interesting location, and I can understand why it is so difficult to get these. I don't know if I will ever be back in that neighborhood again, but if you find yourself there, do not make a deal with the dragon. That's all I can say.
Do I want to know?
It is a long story. Maybe if you ever want to meet up with us at the tavern, you'd be happy to hear it. But I think that was it that I have here. And so then, where would she, if she was looking for stones, where would she go for that?
As in
Like
gemstones?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There are a variety of jewelers or sort of basic magical component suppliers throughout the city. So you could go to any one of them.
Okay. I need to buy some stones, and then I also need to buy, I would like to buy a health pot, please.
Penelope will quite happily sell you a health pot.
Anybody else need a health pot while I'm here?
Just get some. Just get an extra one. It's fine.
I don't know. I just want to be sure that we don't have someone dangling over lava or anything. You know, I just never know what'll happen. And how much is the health pot?
Oh, 50 gold.
And I'm getting one of these. One of these will be good, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a second one.
I'm gonna be under the assumption I went with you on these errands. I don't have access to this spell myself, but as a cleric I am aware of it, and I do believe Hilira should have the capability of casting it herself. It's called Find the Path. It might help us in reaching our destination more safely and provide a direct route there. In order to cast the spell, however, we need a set of divinatory tools to facilitate the casting. These can be anything from bones, ivory sticks, cards, teeth, anything like that. The total around 100 gold pieces.
Oh, I've got you, fam. Come up to my room. And along with all of the animal skins that I was able to physically hunt, I assumed that quite a lot of the bones that I was able to basically pull out of the animals were really in there as well.
I believe it is specific. The this can be anything refers to in terms of it's up to the DM to decide what it requires based on the spell, as in based on what makes sense for the particular cleric. Make a religion check, Delisa.
Not 20 for a 23.
It's obvious as clear as day. You also with an out of say you just pop it. You venture to the largest or nearest temple of Oronos within the city of Meletis, and there is one. Adonis is one of the prime deities, so he is absolutely observed as a god of communication, commerce, and they are able to procure you for exactly that cost a single beautiful sandal that you can tell is made of incredibly fine, maybe doveskin, like expensive leathers. The latches are made out of solid platinum, and just altogether, like, it is an opulent, maybe one word to describe it, but just a sandal made out of incredibly high quality materials that in total become 100 gold.
Perfect. This looks like it should suffice. There is a slight problem though, Bithynia. I don't carry much coin on my person, so you're going to have to pay for this one, I think.
You are a cheap person who is.
I'm
lucky.
being honest with you, darling. I literally don't have that much money.
Oh, God. Okay, put it. We'll get it. We also have funds from the party. The party has funds. I don't know how much or who's keeping it. Usually Scotty was in charge of things like that, but I'll just cover it for now. That's fine. And Penelope happened to have a platinum spearhead.
Got the cops after him.
I really hate living on a high street. Make an investigation check, Bithynia.
I got really nice. I got a total of 7. That's great.
You can't. So there aren't any available at this time in terms of ready-made. You could commission them to have it made. It would be at a premium if you wish to do it within a day.
What is a premium?
50%.
It'd be 200 instead of 100 or 150?
150 instead of... What's the base cost? I forgot for the spell that I created.
100. I said 100.
Be 150 per spearhead.
Okay. 150. Load her up.
How many are you commissioning?
I will commission 1 to be overnight, but the others will need at like regular cost because I will be coming back for more.
Okie dokie. So, how many of the regulars are you commissioning for when you get back?
1 should be fine.
Okay, so just 1 for the moment.
Yep.
Cool, just mark off 150 then, and...
I just want to make sure I don't have to rush order them again in the future. I can pay for 2 now, but I just don't want to get into like the having to pay more because they're not in stock. So I can do 2 now. It's like a proactive. It's like a delivery, right? Like you just have to like on reorder, right? That thing.
There is another spell component I was thinking of for a different spell, but this one's on the more expensive end. I don't know how much funds you have across the party, but are you the treasurer, Bithynia, or does that?
I 100% am not the treasurer for
I have
the party.
I have a bunch of money. I can cover it.
Definitely treasure the money that I have, so I don't. But I am saving for something very particular,
Okay.
so that is why I have money. But the party has money, so anything that you could think that the party needs right now, I can cover and be reimbursed.
I don't think it's a need, but I do think it would help in the future. There's a spell called Hero's Feast. It requires a gem-encrusted bowl worth 1,000 gold pieces. It's a very expensive spell to cast, but the benefits it provides are renowned amongst clerics and bards. I know it would be beneficial in the battles to come. Perhaps not for our island excursions, but for the battle that awaits us in Akros, potentially.
I definitely think that would be worthy for them. Do you have any way to get the message? I have the ability to cover it, but I don't want to make decisions for the party responsible. I personally have more than 1,000 gold. I don't know the conversion. I have plenty of plat to go around, but I don't want to spend the money, even if it does. And I do agree with you that we could make this decision on our own. But if you have a way to confirm with the person who does have the money, that would be ideal.
Xanthia and Bithynia, I think you both would know because he later would have shown you. She has a rainbow gem-encrusted bowl.
Oh,
Yeah. Just
Okay.
so you guys
So we
know.
don't need to buy it.
Yeah, Hilara.
It's currently being used for jelly beans.
I think Hilara has that item that we would need for that. So
oh,
in
she
case
already
you want-
has one in her possession. That's
yeah. In case you
quite
want
different.
to buy one extra, that we could arrange that, but
I would leave the decision up to you. I just wanted to advise, that's all. It's your money. I am not going to make the executive decision after all.
if you think it's beneficial to have two of this item, so we could cast it twice if needed, then I'll happily give you the money. But yeah, the decision is yours to make.
If we already have one, it should do us for our journey to the islands. If we use it in the meantime, then before we head to Akros, we could purchase another one. I think that's the more sensible thing to do. Does anybody else need any spell components going forward?
Whilst you guys are in Penelope's shop as well, just as a note, after receiving the flower that looks like a petrified egg, I know you'll be setting off soon. Please, it may not be much, but it's what I can spare at the moment. There's a lot going into potential defensive efforts, but here, it may be of some use to you. And she hands you, so it looks like a jam jar, like a rounded, smooth jam jar. It contains a golden yellow liquid in it that has a singular eyeball floating in it.
What exactly are we looking at here?
This is called Shifter's Shine. The label will explain everything. Oh, so you should be able to look up Shifter's Shine on D&D Beyond.
Is this our light that we get to shine?
Yes, it's that simple. Wink.
Can't find it.
Should be there. I mean, I did admittedly...
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
Okay. It is the uncommon variant, by the way. I know that particular stat block specifies.
Oh.
Well, this should be helpful. I think that this might be it, unless you can think of any other thing. Dolisa, do you think of any other way that we could shine light in this area once we're out to sea?
I believe Hilira is probably our best bet there. I'm sure she has various light creating spells.
You guys are having this conversation in the potion shop?
Yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, shine a light?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When it's dark, really dark.
Do you want to tell her the full picture, Bithynia?
We're going to be out to sea in a tumultuous area, so we were told that when it's darkest, shine a light.
Ah, and this is I presume this is not literal, it's in relation to the Siren Sea.
Correct.
Oh. That's fairly straightforward then. If the nebulous, it seems the nebulous nature of the Siren Sea is the darkness in the scenario, so something that would shine a light through the nebulous nature of the Siren Sea. There are many things that possess the capability of piercing the fog around that body of water. Perhaps it refers to one of those. Anything with many creatures with a gift to perceive beyond what mortal eyes can.
I think I know what you're saying. Spells that can see invisible creatures, things like that.
Not so much.
More powerful than that.
How best to describe it? This is only a theory, but the Siren Sea by its very nature is mysterious. It's many a scholar has turned old and grey trying to fathom how it behaves. It seems to defy all logic in terms of keeping a secret. The only thing that would serve as a light in that darkness, to use the analogy, is something that defies all logic in revealing secrets. Something capable of seeing through the fog, I guess is the only way I can describe it. I doubt it's as simple as a single incantation. What is this in reference to? The Siren Sea is nebulous at the best of times, but where are you traveling to? Generally, a skilled navigator and a good cleric aboard the ship should suffice, and you have both.
We are traveling to the Island of Mire. Have you heard of it?
Ah, yes. Oh, yes, I understand. Yes, there are aspects of the Siren Sea that are more concealed than others. Oh, perhaps another way to look at it is when you cannot. If you think of it almost as treasure, you're seeking to find, you might perhaps find someone skilled in uncovering treasure.
I think all of us are so lost right now.
For example,
Is it just like an ability that I have?
a mighty Sphinx might have the power of perceiving through the nebulous nature of the Siren Sea to navigate exactly where they needed to be, but I don't know if that's necessarily referring to that. You would maybe need to be some form of a guide or other means that could reveal beyond what mortal eyes could perceive. Some sort of preternatural sight. Is all I can think
I think
of.
I'll be able to take care of that. Thank you for that.
Would you like to elaborate, Bithynia?
Just Metamai has a special set of skills, and I might be able to, have the insight necessary to get us to where we're going. Should we be able to call on them?
Are you on better terms with Medamai?
I haven't spoke with them recently, but I think that would still be okay. I didn't make make a pact with the dragon, so that's a plus.
Then you roll an intelligence check.
A total of 18.
A thought does occur to you. A great sphinx is one example of a creature with foresight necessary to navigate the Siren Sea. Able to see beyond the veil of the mortal world.
An oracle.
Correct.
But I also have the Tressum.
An oracle would also possess such sight.
Well, we do have an oracle locally. We have, while Zoe's no longer here, we have,
We have
our
one more as well.
oracle. We have two in town?
You have one in town, you know of Zoe, and you have one more. You met this oracle very briefly when you first joined this group. She had ghostly white hair and equally ghostly white eyes. Her name was Calliope. And she was a half lampad, half nymph who did actually possess the gift of foresight. So the former PC Calliope, the lampad half nymph, half death nymph, her supernatural gift was the oracle gift. As another one that just pops into your mind in terms of options.
So, we could potentially meet up with Calliope. He's not an option, but we also have our other, whose name escapes me in a minute. And
Tanis.
Meet up with them and see, if they have any thoughts or guidance that they could offer from afar.
They would probably need to come with us, though, right?
I don't I don't know what their prerogative is. Bring all the oracles. I love at least one of them. So what's a couple more? Let's bring them all. But I don't think that we necessarily have to bring them in order to benefit from that. But if Tanis wanted to go, I don't know. I mean, and then, like, thinking back to the letter, I don't know to what capacity they're willing to let them out, given what's happened recently.
I mean, maybe we could make our case and explain what we're about to do and how having an oracle on board, maybe your favorite oracle, would prove beneficial to not just our mission but also like the world at large.
Yes, I'm
What's
sure
wrong with seeking forgiveness rather than permission? Let's just take the Oracle out for a day trip. Oh no, we happen to go to this really dangerous island. What a kerfuffle. Oh, so sorry. Here's your Oracle back.
Well, they're an oracle. They're all oracles, so they can see other things. So they wouldn't just not know that.
What's that phrase in Latin? Qui custodies ipsos custodes, who watches the watchers. So who's looking after the oracles?
I feel like I need to make you make a saving throw against psychic damage for that kind of smart spot, but I'm going to allow it.
Just a nosebleed.
Yeah. Just the thought of this many brain cells active at one time. But yeah, who's actually making sure the oracles stay where they're meant to be?
Well, there's hoplites that are with them.
Melodies and hoplites, not a problem for me.
I mean, they have their own entourage as well. Like, it's not just they've got checks and balances and such.
Calliope was once a part of Tempest. Am I right in saying that?
She was.
So, being a former adventurer, I'm sure she would want to help.
Well, we can ask her.
Do you know where she is in the city? Why did she leave the group?
See, what had happened was, it was just, I don't know.
Sorry, ignore me. It was just the sentence, what had happened was. Just because in my head that always sort of, I was outside cutting a bike tires with my grandson. Oh, Unbreakable. They're alive, damn it. Nobody else has watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt? Alright, never mind, just me. It's a good show. Made by Tina Fey. Anyway.
What you were saying, Bithynia?
I mean, we can see about catching up with her.
Is it a sore subject? What had happened?
No, not at all. Not in the slightest. I think that we all have our own adventures that we go on, and it's been quite a long while. I think that she would be happy to see us. Maybe, I don't know. It would be due for you to meet her. So I think that it is worth a shot. I mean, she's significantly prettier than, and then she'll shake the jar with the eyeball in it than this thing. And a better conversationalist.
As far as you remember, by the way, Bithynia, Calliope, with Hilira's help, was able to reach out finally using the sending spell to her lost twin sister, Calypso, and left to reconnect with that lost part of her family. You doing that in time with the footsteps in the ambience, Virla?
So I'm not entirely sure, Lisa, where she's at right this second. I know that she went off for reconnecting with family. I don't know if she'd be able to get back by tomorrow, if that's when we leave, because that's when Botch is, pressing to leave. I had said maybe 2 days. I think it would be more advisable if we could go in 2 days with her, but I don't know what she's up to or where she's at. I mean, where she was with her sister might not be where she is now.
No, if we find Hilira, though, she can contact her via sending.
I mean, yeah, it's worth a shot. It is worth a shot.
I wonder how she's getting on with Amalia and Defili.
They're probably having a lovely time. I think that they'll be pleased that we got some information and we got some items for where we're going and maybe some additional support. The only thing I have left, I need to go get some gems. Hopefully there's some in stock. I don't know.
Right. And we still need water and food supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can absolutely have a look at that. Bithynia, make an investigation check for the gems. How many gems are you looking for?
I need 9.
Valuing...
What is your face?
What is the gold value of the gems you are seeking?
I'm looking for opals. Small, very small, like little ones.
Oh, is this for
You don't know what this is for, but I need 9 small ones.
Oh no, I know what this is for. Make an investigation check.
My investigation.
Someone is proficient in investigation who is with her. They can aid her if they so wish.
No.
I am not proficient, but I got a 23 total.
Yeah, with a 23, you are able to, not 9 immediate opals, but you find, about 3 between, like, larger opals from this one jeweler that they are very quickly able to cut to your specifications into 9 ones.
9 small ones. Okay. Fantastic. And I will tuck those away. And what's the cost on that?
Are you looking for high quality opals?
Hold on, I want to make sure that I have no, they don't have to be. No.
We'll say 30 gold per opal.
Okay. So.
Oh yeah, Botch, make a separate investigation check. For booze.
Oh, God. Oh, for booze. Oh, man. It's the most important roll of the night. 16.
Hey.
You find several casks of high quality wine.
Oh,
And
yeah, I do.
the Minotaur gentleman.
Yeah.
Like a very old Minotaur, like a white bull, like very sort of hunched over. Can I interest you in a special local delicacy?
Oh, you know me, like the back of your own hoof. Of course, I would love to.
I brought this over from Squaphos when I fled the city.
Yeah.
There is a variety of lemon native to the Foberos Badlands, and he shows you these like football-sized lemons, like proper Sicilian giant lemons. And then he pops out a glass bottle of like a pale yellow liquid with a basic parchment label on it that reads Limoncello.
Oh my god, okay, wow, yeah, that looks awesome. Is it alcoholic?
Sniff it. But it's like a lemony version of the volcanic fumes you were like breathing, like the scalding like lava vapors you were breathing in a second, just the other day.
Oh. Oh god, man, that's awesome. Yeah. Cool. I'll have a couple of bottles of that, and then as much as I can get for the gratitude that you feel as a Melitetian merchant for us saving the day a couple of weeks ago.
All right, so for what amounts to basically 10 casks of like varying high quality wines and the limoncello, we'll call it 30 gold for the lot.
That about tapped me out for money, but yep, done. I have no money left.
This is like it would take you a while to drink this though.
Oh, easy, yeah, but I'm not planning on taking all of it with me. There's going to be a couple stashed in my room for when I get back.
Just like you bought a lot. It's not you weren't swindled. Good. You got your money's worth.
Good. All right.
Come again, thank you.
Oh, I will.
Right.
And yeah, just take the cart. Take a cart and just wheel it back to the fort with a big smile on my face.
Yeah. Anybody else doing anything else? What is everybody else doing at this point?
I think Xanthia would be just shopping for general provisions, food, clean water.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for that. Those are easy enough to find. Are you shopping for a whole ship's crew?
Yeah.
For
just to be safe.
How many days?
What would be the average time it takes us to get there? Like, the time we expect?
I'm going to say make an intelligence check. If you happen to be proficient in Navigator's tools, I'll let you add your proficiency bonus to it.
I am not. That's a strong 2.
Can I assist in that, or?
Sure. I feel like you're better off being the one to roll. But too late.
That's a very strong 6.
Oh. You're fairly certain a kilometer is 624 barley corns.
That sounds about right.
Fun fact, barleycorn is a real unit of measurement that is no longer applied. So it's what feet are measured in. Like as in shoe sizes. A size 10 feet is 10 barleycorns. Technically.
Learn something new every day.
The more you know.
I think we should add the educational tag to the streams.
Trying to think. Were you on any... Oh, you know it took you a day to reach Oxus, if that helps?
Mm-hmm. And how much, like, based on the map that I've seen, how much further out is it than Oxus?
A fair bit. With a 6, I'm gonna say you know that 2 weeks would be a very generous safety net. 2 weeks worth of food would be a generous safety net, is the best way, yeah.
Hey, very generous. I'm gonna go for, like, 15 days worth.
Okay. So 15 days worth of decent quality food supplies, nutritious and whatnot, we'll say 100 gold for the lot.
Yep.
And that's for, like, the 80 crew that a triary mode will require.
Cool, yep. Okay, that's marked off. So, we got food and supplies.
I believe also your cleric can create food and water, so that will...
Yeah, I could do that too, but
Okay.
no.
No,
It's not tasty, so...
good to have the tasty buffer as well, but between that and the knowledge that Heliota can do that, you feel quite confident that at the very least you won't die of hunger or thirst out there.
Cool beans.
Heliota, by this point, wait, can't remember. Does Heliota drink? Defili would definitely try to peer pressure you like a sort of big sister into trying a bit of wine.
She does.
She doesn't?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I rolled for it, and she rolled an 18, so she's not getting persuaded.
I don't know. Defili can be very persuasive, but never mind. No, I'm not going to make a roll for that. All right, be boring, but still. Don't you want to have a bit of fun?
What do you mean, fun?
And she gestures to the establishment you guys find yourselves in front of. So the establishment is called the Longhorned Minotaur. And there's a sign that says male entertainment.
Yeah, okay. Good for you, I guess?
Ah, my dear, you have so much to learn, and now she grabs you by the hand and drags you into the establishment.
Oh no.
And until you either run away or it's either unless you outright protest or someone come gets you, you are treated to many a scantily clad dancer of all races, even a very buff, burly minotaur, named Tiberius, who dance for your entertainment.
Oh, Hilira's dancing along. She's having it. She doesn't. I don't think she understands, and she's just kind of dancing as well.
Defili almost feels bad.
Hey, she's just having a good time. She loves to dance.
No,
so,
she feels bad that she's taken such a pure creature into such an environment. But yes, that is what you spend the afternoon doing, unless you wish to do anything otherwise. Defili's not gonna like.
What is Amalia doing? Amalia's just sitting there like.
Oh, Amalia is just taking this all in. She is enjoying a couple. You know what's great? She's not here. She's enjoying a couple of Trident females who are dancing with some sea anemone tassels.
Why is it always Tritons? What do you have with Tritons?
Tritons are the sexy race, what can I say?
Listen, we all grew up with the X-Men movies. We all saw crap, what is the actress who played Mystique before Jennifer Lawrence? Oh man, I feel bad. She
Halle Berry? No, never mind. That's another person.
You know what? Pausing the game and I'm Googling this Mystique original actress. Rebecca Romijn, that's right. Listen, we all grew up with Rebecca Romijn's Mystique. We all have the blue flu, as it were.
Is that what you're imagining a naked Triton to look like?
More fins, but kind of.
I was thinking about that. Like, I have questions as like a biology adjacent person. Are Tritons mammals? Are they fish? Do they have boobs?
A sexy
I have
Abe.
questions.
I'm imagining a sexy Abe Sapien from Hellboy, and I'm here for it.
I do love Ape Sapien.
But like, do they lay eggs? Like, what is the situation here? I need to know.
I was operating under the impression that they had a human-adjacent reproductive system.
Listen, this question's already been answered by the shape of water. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. But if you want, I can
They
go...
boil the eggs on the stove.
Oof. But if you want, Zanti, I can go full fish and say that the female deposits unfertilized eggs and then the male fertilizes them, like, in the water. Like, go full salmon.
Okay. I just want to know. Because I was also thinking, like aquatic mammals, like manatees. They don't have boobs, but they're like milk glands. They're underneath their armpits, so that's not sexy.
Depends on what floats your boat.
I can't believe I'm saying this as the one who generally has to abide by the rules, but it's fantasy.
Fantasy.
Hey! Take a D4 inspiration for that.
Gladly.
Cool. So that's what you're doing, Helena. Unless you wish to do anything else, by the way, you can.
Yeah, I have a question. This is stupid. Do I see anybody from the Decatia?
At the strip club?
Yeah.
Make a perception check and then make a history check. This is gonna be difficult.
Okay, I'll start with history. That's a natural. This is a baby dice. Natural 16 with my history is 21. Perception. Where's my perception? I don't have.
Oh my God,
That's a 12. 17.
You see a vaguely
21 and a 17.
You see a vaguely familiar platinum blonde haired woman with frosted white eyes. You remember her name is Demetria.
I'll go over to
And she is
Demetria.
just enjoying some very fine human, oiled gentlemen and just enjoying the sight of them.
I'm gonna go over to Demetria. I need my name list.
I'm not going to do a Leeds accent because I feel like I'll just be offensive. Oh my God, hi!
Hi!
What are you doing here? She pulls you into a big hug. Hugs! Oh my God, you gotta sit down. Let's... What's going on? Tell me everything.
Okay, so, and I just explained everything. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here with Defili. She's here!
Woo! Come over here, honey. And Defili's like...
So, I have a question, Demetria. There's this guy at the Decatia.
Oh,
And,
honey.
I know, but he kind of doesn't like me very much. I kind of need to get back into his good graces. How?
Oh, well, it depends what you mean by good graces.
Well,
What do you do?
Look, I tried to do
Sit down, tell me everything.
Okay. I'm already sad. But I was like, oh, we were at his place, and he had many bookshelves, and then I was like, oh, I'll organize them for you, dear, and I did, and then he got mad at me and he turned me into a pig, which rude, understandable, but rude. I need to get back into his good graces because I need something.
Oh. I mean, most men forget what they're mad about the second you take your top off, but I don't know if that's exactly what you mean by how to get back into his good graces. Or maybe it is, you tell me.
Honestly, I'm kind of in the mood for everything right now.
Okay,
I
so
don't
we'll
really
call
care
that...
right now.
Alright, so we'll call that Plan B.
Okay, plan boob, okay.
Love it.
Okay, so plan boob, I'm writing this down. Okay, but what's plan A?
But did he seem angry when he turned you into a pig?
I couldn't really hear very well as a pig because I was picked up as a pig, and then it just kind of was like, oh, I would really like to eat something running, woo,
Well, listen, honey, communication is key. So just start by talking to him. Maybe he isn't mad at all. Maybe he just... that was his way of getting back at you. But if he is mad, always good to start with an apology.
Well, okay, there's another thing. I'm thinking about Plan Boob, and I'm like, yes, I could definitely do that. But, he is Bethinia's ex, and Bithynia is kind of my friend, so I'm just kind of I can't do Plan Boob because, that's kind of girl code.
I don't know if I can help you there, honey. That's never stopped me before.
Oh. That says a lot about you, dear.
Listen, I just feel like if, there's chemistry, why should something old ancient history be a problem?
You know what? Love is love.
Exactly. Hashtag love is love.
Hashtag love is love.
Okay, start by talking to him. Say you're sorry if you think it's necessary. And, maybe see if there's anything you can do to help him that isn't Plan Boob. And,
Yes.
maybe he'll just help you because he's nice. Who are you talking about?
How drunk is she?
Make an insight check.
Okay. 17.
She is tipsy.
Okay. Wait, what did you also sing with me? It's just the music, the men. What?
Who are you talking about?
Honestly, dear, I don't remember his name. He didn't need something from me at the time. I didn't need something from him at the time. He needed something from my friend.
Bithynia's ex.
And I was like,
I've known Bithynia a long time. What?
yeah, he's like a rock person. Not like a rock person, like a genasi. No, he's kind of like a person that really likes rocks.
Goliath.
Like the Decatia. What? I think so. Honestly, I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh,
I just saw.
Bithynia, stop me if I'm misremembering. I named that character Bahan, right?
I wrote down Agonor.
Agonor, sorry.
for-
Agonor. Thank you.
Agonor.
Bahan is a different Goliath. Oh, Agonor. Oh, he's lovely.
Yeah, he doesn't really like me.
Oh no, he's a jokester. He's up for a good laugh. He just, he'll get your back. That's the thing. That's probably what that was.
Okay. So, plan apology, not plan boob.
Start with plan apology, but if that doesn't work, plan boob definitely works. Bithynia will corroborate.
I like you.
Aw, thank you. I love you too.
I'll just turn over to Defili. How drunk is Defili?
She's not drunk at all. She's also tipsy.
I know I'm drunk here. I need to.
It's only 3 p.m., honey.
Yes, but it's 5 p.m. somewhere. Oh, should I go to Agonor or not? I don't know what to do. Okay, dear. I turn to Defili.
Listen, honey, if you're that hung up over it, I'll go with you. And if nothing else plans out, I will happily volunteer for Plan Boob.
Well, you know what? This is gonna be fun. This is a bonding experience for us. Let's go. And we go over to the Decatia.
Oh, this is going to be a bond. Plan Boob is a bonding experience. I'm up for this.
Look, seeing each other's boobs, it's a thing. It really brings people together.
Hashtag sisters, am I right?
Exactly.
You know what? She downs her wine. Let's fucking do this. This is going to be hilarious. Where's Bithynia? Let's just make Agonor's day.
Nah, she's busy. She has someone, okay? Oh.
Fine. Alright, so you head back to the Decatia. I'll say
Yeah.
Demetria tags along, just for the lulz.
Okay.
Love you, by the way, Izzy. I hope I'm not, committing sacrilege right now.
It's great watching you roleplay, Lizzie.
And so you step into the demi-plane I guess, it's not even necessarily a demi-plane, it's adjacent to this current plane. It's kind of just, again, just a pocket of space where space is fucky. But you step into the suddenly open campus that you are not sure how it could possibly fit into the walled section that is the Decatia within the city of Meletis. And you go back to the, building of research whose name I totally remember. All these Meletis. Nope, drawing a complete fucking blank. Oh, there we go, the Decatia. There's the map.
Erudite repository?
No, so that's the library/museum, the place where the research edifice. I remember exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that was my next guess.
Yeah, that's just basically the labs, for lack of a better term. That is where actual research is conducted. Yeah, you go back to the research edifice, and it's easy enough with Demetria's guidance to find the specific office of Agonor. And he's in the.
We're just three tipsy ladies.
Yeah.
Well, except for me. But I'm chaotic, so I always am a little bit tipsy.
Agonor he seems to be holding a piece of tiger eye agate. And he's got like a big lens. And he's looking at it. And he looks up
I'm
at
gonna
the
search
three
your
of you.
windows.
Jumps up, looks at the three of you. Puts down the stone. Well, I don't think I'm dead, so this obviously isn't heaven. What can I do for you?
Hi! So, do you know these people? Very well, you know.
Good to see you, Demetria.
Answer that. Okay.
Agano, hi! How have you been?
This is the feeling she's taken. I need something. 2 things.
Thank you for
2
the
things.
thank you for the clarification. I would have hated to get my hopes up.
I'm
What can I do
always
for
here
you?
if you need. Okay, so you know, like Akros is like, oh, attacked and stuff.
Vaguely familiar, yes.
Okay, cool beans. So I need to find something, but I need something from you. 2 things actually, and possibly if I could 3 things. But I need them from you because you are very good at what you do. I need you to tell me now, yes, that you'll give it to me. Or before I tell you. Like, it's not like, oh, I don't need, like, you know, your left arm or something. I need something small.
I'm going to say it depends. Not a no,
Okay.
but expound.
Do you
And use
know...
more full stops in your talking.
Impossible. Do you know about... Okay, 2 islands. The island of Scathos. You know it?
I'm going to assume you mean Scophos.
Look, I write things, I'm dyslexic, and I'm also Dutch, so it's not my fault.
That's why I didn't say anything other than clarifying.
Change it into a no. Anyways, do you have anything, do you know anything, like...
I mean, he's going to roll a history check. Oh, there it is.
Can I, like, assist by just telling him a lot of information that I know about
okay.
the island?
So this was so weird. Your head had frozen, but like from here down hadn't on my screen. So you were doing this while this was all moving, and I was like, it was like some Tim Burton shit. Sure. So that was a 13 and then a 12. I'm going to say plus 7, so modified 20. Scophos, yes, the realm of Ithonia the Cruel.
Exactly. Yes.
My
My question...
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I've heard tell there is a large complex of acolytes, all devoted to Farika that inhabit the island, and they all serve Ithonia.
You mean there's another cult? We're going from a cult for a dragon to a cult for a gorgon?
There are countless cults all over Theros. A cult, to use its original definition in ancient Greece, is basically a congregation. So yeah, the original definition of cult, which I'm sort of applying to, is just any association of peoples for a religious purpose.
Anyway, do you have anything from that island? Have you been able to procure anything from that island?
That would be quite the find indeed. I'm afraid not. I'm sorry. Did you need anything in particular?
Just something like sand, or like, I don't know, piece of a statue, like something from the Gorgon herself. How do we kill the Gorgon? Do you know how to kill a Gorgon?
Hit it.
Do I know how to kill a Gorgon?
Make a history check.
No. 9.
He's gonna make a history check. 19.
Yeah.
I think just hit it till it dies. I don't think there's a specific weakness.
Oh. Well, that was absolutely no help.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault, my fault. I should have, I'm not that smart. That's why we have Bithynia. Anyways, there's another island. And that one's called the Isle of Mire. Do you know that one?
Miri, yes.
I will once again repeat, dyslexic, Dutch, writing things down fast.
I will once again repeat. I am not criticizing you, but I am going to pronounce them correctly myself.
I know. Do you know anything about that island? Isle, whatever.
Natural 20.
Nice.
There was once a thriving populace upon it.
Cult?
No, a city. It was a city-state island. It fell in the conflicts that would bring about the Age of Tracks. It was laid low by the Archons.
Okay.
With a natural 20. Give me 1 second.
We're getting more information.
You are. I just need to remember where I put it. 2 seconds.
I love how this started with Plan Boob, and now it's just like really serious information.
Boobs are a pathway to many abilities some would consider to be unnatural. Revenge of the Sith? Nobody? Alright, fine.
Yeah. No,
I'm so sorry. 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves.
them sheep, though.
Listen, it's Greece. Sheep be everywhere. I know that the Elevationist school of philosophy began there. It was founded there.
Hmm?
That's all I recall, I'm afraid.
Do you have anything from the islands?
No, I'm
Originated
afraid not.
from there.
None have ventured to the island since it's...
Like, before. Do you have something from before? You have a lot of stuff.
The Age of Tracks was over 500 years ago.
So, I don't know when you were alive.
I'm going to ignore that one. I do not. If there were anything from the Isle of Mire, it would be within the erudite repository, because it would be considered of great value. I'm knowledgeable, but I don't know if even Bithynia would have the entire catalogue of the erudite repository memorized. You may get lucky.
You are a smart man.
The secret to intelligence is to know what you do not know, and to know where you can find out.
I'm thinking. Another question. I said 3 things. So you remember when there was an attack on Melites, and there was like this ship with like that carcass on it, and it was, and then, do you remember that?
Yes.
Did you guys get anything off it? Or is it still floating on the water? Did it disappear? I don't know.
it was reduced to ash by the 3 meteoric charges that you were tasked with placing upon it.
Well,
I believe
darn it.
I believe you witnessed the mushroom cloud. You were right next to it.
look. I wasn't really, like, there at the time. I went unconscious, like, twice, and it was like, whoo! It was a thing. Okay. Oh,
You might be able to find some flotsam at the bottom of the bay, but
that feels like a lot of work.
most things worth
Okay,
having are.
well, I'll have to just, wing it and hope it works. Thank you so much. You helped me with absolutely nothing, but do you want to see my boobs?
That's the title of the episode.
You helped me with absolutely nothing.
You've helped me with absolutely nothing. Do you want to see my boobs?
I'll take, what is the most successful chat-up line in Newcastle?
4.
Oh my god.
Sure?
I'll take up running. I just wanted to know if he was a creep. He was. Actually, he wasn't. He was very nice, but...
Defili looks at you taking off running.
I'll drag them with me. I'm holding them both. We're
Before you
going
have a chance
back.
to do that, Defili says, "You know what? I feel bad." And she... for like 1 solid second.
Respect that.
Oh, and then you drag her off. So, unless anyone has anything specific, I'll say that you spend the next 24 hours preparing. You can go ahead and take a long rest as well. I know that many of you are tired and have various degrees of exhaustion, so... I don't think anyone's at 2 points of exhaustion, just at 1, right?
Already took long rest, I think.
Yeah, we already took a few.
Oh wait, the 50 hours, sorry,
50
ignore
hours.
me. But yeah, the next 24 hours pass by as you guys begin preparation. You're assembling a new crew?
I mean, if the old one is still available, we can also take them, but
Can I get somebody to make an investigation check to basically try to put together the old crew or a crew in general?
Come on, B.
I got 14.
The old crew, there's about 10% of them still available. But there are no shortage of sailors looking for work. And especially for the heroes of Meletis, there are more than a few, not just scavs, just drifting from boat to boat. There are assortment of military trained and otherwise sailors who are willing to volunteer to help you out.
The prestige.
Prestige
Yay.
matters. So you have with a 14, it is easy enough to amass a complement of skilled sailors of repute. They will not work for free, so just bear in mind their salary. But they are happy to work for you for as long as required. For they know that you are people of repute. And with that, you finally aggregate at the Siren's Wrath. And you notice something. The hull looks a little different. There's bronze plating across certain support beams that wasn't there before. extra wood paneling. The bow seems to have been replaced with a sturdier oaken one, like thicker woods. You get the measure of it, and it seems to have been upgraded after it was repaired.
And we're all down here.
Yeah.
Or
Could I have just gotten some spell supplies?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
I would. Oh, where's my shopping list? I would have taken Xanthia with me because I know Xanthia has money, and I need a lot.
I
Can
ain't saying
Sugar
she's
mommy.
a drachmy digger, but she ain't messing with.
Could I get? Oh, now I have to choose what I want from my list because I can't get it all. Okay. Can I get a gold mirror
Yeah.
worth 1,000 gold pieces?
Okay.
It's for a spell, so it's
Yeah.
this is
Wow,
all
she's
spell.
expensive.
Yeah, I was about to
Cool.
say, if you don't resort to plan boob with this one, then you're just heartless. Make an investigation check. The
Okay.
DC isn't terribly high, but just...
Investigation 16.
Yeah, you can find a mirror. A golden mirror with 1,000 gold. What is this
Cool
for?
beans.
Or you don't have to tell me, but...
Well, I was looking at my spells and I realized I've been doing a spell that I shouldn't have been able to, so I thought I would be like, I'll get it.
What
It's
spell
for
is that?
scrying. I'm supposed to have a something worth 1,000 gold pieces. So,
Ah, fair enough.
yeah.
It hasn't been game-breaking thus far. I'm good with that. But thank you for being forthright upon its discovery.
I would also like to get a powdered ruby.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. If it's powdered, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. It would be easy enough to find enough of it to get powderized.
Bithynia. Bithynia. Xanthia, could you loan me like 1,000 gold pieces for powdered ruby?
Sure.
Okay.
So 2,000. Cool.
No, I'll do the mirror for 1,000, and
Okay.
if you would do the powdered ruby.
Yeah, sure.
And then, can I get another set of platinum rings?
Yes.
Each worth 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, it's
And
just platinum
for the,
rings. Not
Yeah,
hard
for
to
the
find.
first one, I want it to be able to like fit me. I want to put it on like with my Ronos symbol, where I have the one that is for a warding bond with Malia, and then I want to get another one. And then I want to get another one, but I want it to have like a hole in the middle. I don't know if you know rings that have that, but they're like adjustable.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I want to get one of those.
Uh,
So,
What I'll say is, you have to have that custom made. So I'll say mark off an extra silver for the second it takes to, basically, for the service of cutting that to be adjustable. But other than that,
okay. Do we want to get more diamonds just in case these?
have you guys used a single Revivify diamond yet?
No.
I
I
600
haven't been
gold
trying hard
pieces
enough.
worth. So,
Hey, how many do you have?
600 gold pieces worth. So 2 revivifies, that would be.
Yeah, I have the same, and then we also have 200 spare
Do you
Mhm.
have
diamond.
do you have diamond dust? Or
Oh, you're here as well! Hi! So quiet! I didn't know you were here! Teresa!
She got you there,
I'm
Sammy.
in a... I'm sorry. I'm in a mood today, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. This is great.
no, I love the energy. It's infectious.
It really is.
Do you want to get more diamonds?
No, the greater restoration spell requires diamond dust. I was just making sure you had some of that.
Yeah, well, we have 200 gold pieces of spare diamond, and I think if Buckius hits really hard, then we could make a powder diamond.
You could crush it up. Okay. That
But
makes
if you
sense.
want to get powder diamond, we can get powder diamond for you. You could put it in a little pouch, and you can have it like around your neck, and it's all like sparkly and cute.
I'm down for that.
Okay. Try and find that. A cute necklace with powdered diamond in it.
Make an investigation check.
That was a natural 20! 21!
Hello, welcome to Dungeon Master Therapy. How can we help you today?
Now it's my turn to get a nosebleed. Incredibly, after searching like all the reputable places, you hit up a thrift shop. And I don't know if it's ever happened to you where you just chance upon a thrift shop because either you need a cosplay bit or just like maybe something, and you find exactly the fucking thing to the point where you're like almost spooked. But that happens to you. And you actually, for a second, almost jokingly, but somewhat seriously, can't help but wonder if, Ronos played a hand.
Person at the store, how much is this?
How much do you need it to be? Or
I don't know.
Oh,
How much do you want it to be,
so this
Sammy?
isn't a spell component? Okay, so this is diamond dust?
Diamond
It is. We want to get like spell components, diamond dust, but we want to put it in a pretty necklace.
Oh, how much does the diamond dust need to be worth, Sammy?
So I think it's 100 gold pieces per cast. So
Okay.
I don't know, like 300.
So we want to get 300. Okay, so 3 castings worth.
Yeah.
Sure, with a natural 20. Oh, yes, that was the human proprietor, a sort of gaunt figure with like a raspy or like a maybe too many cigarettes. Oh yeah, that piece was a old family heirloom, large diamond that was shattered, but sentiment value was too great, so the fragments were encased in crystal and put into a simple copper arraignment. For that summation, counting the diamond dust, 320 gold.
I want it.
That sounds like a good deal.
So yeah, it's a pretty necklace with a lot of filigree. It's just made of copper, so it's not exactly rare metal, and the encasement of the diamond dust is rhinestone, basically. So, like, as in, it's, again, it's pretty, but the materials themselves for the necklace component of it were not necessarily made of, like, incredibly expensive materials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gotta stop doing that.
Hey, Xanthia's like slowly reaching towards her purse. Like, do you need me to cover that? It's fine.
Yes, please.
Sure thing.
Bruh.
I am. I'm not used to accumulating large amounts of gold like you adventurers are.
Oh,
Title of the episode is actually
This
going
is
to be
also-
Broke Ass Bitches with a Z.
this
We
is
can get
also
our.
news to
Oh, we
me.
know what the title of the episode is.
Oh, yeah.
Can we get our 50 gold back from that horse person? I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Also, can I check on my bounty?
Oh, right.
Can anybody touch my bounty? Alright, I'm really sidetracking. I'm so
What
sorry.
bounty did you take out again? This is a lot for me to remember.
Lord Caravan's pants.
I'm
I
gonna
wanted him to get pants.
Oh. That was taken down.
Aww. I'll just send them a message, it's fine.
Yeah, the bounty board equivalent of a forum moderator probably took it down for being spam.
Hey, he stole them from me. That's a very valid reason that I wanted my pants back.
Sure.
Okay, that's all, sorry.
No worries. I just genuinely don't recall this incident at all, but maybe that's on me. But, so before you set off on the Siren's Wrath, does anyone wish to do anything else? Were you planning to reach out to Calliope? Remind me, I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Should probably do that. But Bithynia needs to get Hilaire up to date on that situation.
What do we want to do?
I'll let you go, Rebecca.
We need to reach out to an old friend.
Uh-huh. Which one?
Yeah. Their name is... I forgot. Calliope. Yeah.
Oh! Why?
This group has 2,000 brain cells, and 19,999 of them are in Bithynia's head.
So, I send my condolences now. No, we need to maybe approach her and ask if she would like to go with us.
Why?
Well, it's possible that, with our powers combined, we can, maybe make sure that our trip is the safest possible.
We think she has the capability to guide us to the Island of Mire.
Mm.
If you could send her a message to confirm her whereabouts, if she's in the city, that would be great.
So why can only Calliope guide us?
There are others out there, but we think it's best to call upon her aid.
Ha.
Do you have a
Okay.
problem with her?
No, I really like her, but I just wonder why we need her. Like, we're all very capable.
We are, and yet we were probably going to be quite capable when we went to forge the Trident, and yet Daxos helped us in more than ways than one. So it's possible that she could be of help. It's no harm in asking. She left to go reconnect with her sister. It'd be interesting to see what happened, and maybe she'll say no, but we'll never know unless we ask.
Because what's our other option? Just checking.
I might be able to potentially, get assistance with Metamai.
Okay.
But Metamai is like in their fills or something, so I don't know. They're sad boy hour for a long time now, so I'd rather have two options than none.
I'll clarify as well, best as you inferred from Penelope's surmising of what you were told. An oracle would be best suited, not necessarily a specific oracle.
Right, and as, though Lisa pointed out, she would potentially be our best source. I mean, we do have Tanis, but I don't know with everything that's going on if Tanis would be let out or able to go with us.
Well, okay. Are we first going to Buckhill's spooky island or your spooky island?
I thought we were going to the spooky island for Bacchios first.
Okay.
Yeah, I think either way, the idea is not to come back to Melitis to then visit the other. It's to go to the other straight after, so we kind of need her when we set off.
But at the spooky island at Butch's, there is a Gorgon lady that will petrify you.
I mean,
Why not bring someone blind? She can't get turned to stone if she can't see the Gorgon. We need to protect the Oracle. If she can't see, she can't be turned to stone. Melodies won't be mad at us. And we'll all live. And we could also ask Calliope. I don't know.
I mean, I for one would love all of the oracles. I favor them all and would love to have an oracle party, but I believe
Yeah, I
one
bet
will
you
be
would.
sufficient for our needs. Mm-hmm. It's a different kind of one shot.
Okay.
I just
if
double
I
checked just
ask-
in case, D&D did its D&D thing, but Vietla's right. The creature has to be, and I'm going to say this is general knowledge you would know, the creature has to be able to see the Gorgon for the petrifying gaze to take effect.
That was a guess, but it was a good guess.
Oh, it is right. The idea is that we're not particular, but I don't know how comfortable or willing Tanis will be to go with us.
I think Tanis semi-like ships. They don't, she doesn't get stranded and then,
They also don't like getting rocked by meteors on a stage. But they came pretty freaking close to all of that when that happened recently, so I don't know to what capacity they're allowed to get out, knowing what I know about Zoe.
Well, we could just kidnap her.
I mean, we did say we would take her out for some.
That was my
Days off.
suggestion hours ago.
Hey, I'll give you a
We
high
can
five.
ask. We can start with Tanis. It sounds logical. We'll go talk to Tanis and see.
Well,
Botch makes a suggestion. No, absolutely not. Terrible idea. Hilira makes a suggestion. Oh, okay, we'll give it a try. Not a problem.
I am absolutely not going to kidnap anyone or abduct or otherwise take someone without their consent. If she goes willingly,
exactly. But maybe the guards don't know that she's leaving.
I mean, it is possible. Zoe's able to sneak away without them knowing, so.
They could send Calliope and Tanis a message and just kind of see who responds first.
Yeah, I think that's ideal.
Okay. Oh, Bithynia, this will be fun. Okay, and I'll touch the helmet that you have, and I'll cast sending into it, so you can cast sending to one of the people. So,
Just before you do that, Botch, you hear...
Don't worry, big guy. I thought it was a good idea.
Oh, thanks, Cloffy.
Anytime.
Oh, I get to send a message. I don't know if I've done this. Oh, exciting.
You have 25 words. Who do you want to send a message to? Because then I'll just do the other one.
I will send it to Calliope.
Okay. How do you word your
This is
message?
exciting. I don't know. I've only done this once before, and I think I said something like to the effect of "Shit's fucked, come help us." I think that was my message. But this time, I feel like I could still send that message, but it might be worth expounding on. Hold on. Like, you use my fingers to count. Hold on.
I can count for you if you want.
Teamwork, yay! Hello from Tempest. Hope all is well. Would you like to go out to sea with us? We could use your help. Tomorrow, question mark? How many was that?
That was all 25.
Yeah.
You did good.
Okay, okay.
Are we counting question mark as one word or two?
I'm gonna count it as
two.
one. In the same way, I'm gonna go by the rules of Siri on the iPhone, where if you say question mark, it'll put a question mark. You're using text to speech. or speech to text, I guess. There's
Try to scry.
There's about nice. There's about a minute's time passes. Bithynia, yes. It's good to hear from you all. I'm going to need more detail than that. I'm in Neolantin at the moment. Maybe swing by? That's it.
Am I able to send another one, or is it like a one-time use thing?
Ilira would have to pump another spell slot of it, or another casting of it into the helmet.
I don't have a map open right now, but Neolantin is like, if you have Oxus here, it's like there, right? Does my brain have?
More or less. Neolantin's right on the tip of the peninsula that you guys are on.
So what did she say, Bithynia?
It wasn't a no, it wasn't a yes. She just said that she is local but not in the city, and she needs more details.
Cool beans. Is just she going, or is her sister coming as well?
I don't know. I didn't get that info.
Oh, okay. Should I send a message to Tanis, or do we want to stick with Calliope?
I think you should message Tanis and see what that says. Because if she gives us an automatic yes, then
Okay.
R.I.P. Calliope.
Okay. I will cast Standing.
All right.
Tanis. Oh, no, I don't know how to start now.
That's 5.
That was me. Okay. Hi, Tanis. In a while. Wanna come on a boat with us? Going Spooky Island. We'll keep you safe. I lost count. You wanna come? We can snook you out.
Ilira. Oh, it's good to hear from you. I've been watching over you whenever you haven't passed beyond my sight. Yes, if I'm allowed. And that's it. I don't know how many words I use, but I'm pretty sure that's all 25.
She says she can come if she's allowed.
Oof. Well, that's 2 potential yeses. One that says yes if they get more info, and one that says yes if they're allowed.
Could also just take them both. We could grab Tanis.
That's what I'm
and then
saying.
Go to Neil Anson, and then we can grab Calliope.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I am all for the Oracle party.
2 oracles on a single boat. That is some magnet for trouble.
That's fun.
Like
Okay.
having 2 nuclear warheads just ripe for the taking.
We have a bag of holding. Just put one in there.
We have our Vivify. Bring him back.
That is what death saving rolls and health pots are for.
You're both a sentence away from a -3 to your piety, so tread carefully.
I've already had a -1.
Which you 100% deserved.
I did, and it was very fun.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And purely because it is 10:45. Unless you guys would like to make a definitive decision as to how you would like to proceed.
It's good to know.
Then
I mean,
also go ahead.
Tanis sounds like the safest bet. They're local. We've spoke with them most recently, and the not seeing seems like a bonus.
Which is very nice. And she likes Clothy, which I think is, nice for Buckios.
Well, I prefer, if I had my choice, if both of them were in front of me right now, I would go with Calliope. But if Tanis is our option, close and local, then we will go with Tanis.
I'll say as well, just so you have all the info, Bithynia. You know that Tanis would be under a degree of lock and key or armed guard because she is a sort of recognized oracle. She has some official capacity, and so the city is charged with her safety and all that. As far as you're aware, Calliope is not. You know she has.
That is why I would go with Calliope. Yeah. And also, what I know from the letter, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't want to jeopardize anything with Tanis.
We can ask. If they say no, we can always either get her out or get Calliope.
Yeah, I'm on board with it.
All right. I'll say as you head to the Agora and the various edifices of politicking in Meletis, including, of course... Sorry, 1 second, where was it? Nope, drawing a blank. As you head to the Agora, which is sort of the political edifice and the Acropolis of Meletis, to make a plea with the governing bodies to let you utilize Tanis. We're going to end tonight's session there and pick up as you guys make your case next week. Everybody levels up to level 12.
Thank you.
Which I believe...
For real?
Yep.
Wow, that was so fast.
You're going to need it. That was 8 episodes. Oh. That was 8 sessions since your last level up, I believe.
I felt like,
we leveled up
from
after
10
the
to 11 that took a lot longer, but maybe that was just me. I don't know.
Well, so the first piece of divinity is a milestone for sure. Level 12 feels appropriate at this time, and we'll see what the other levels come. I can't promise that as a result level 13 won't be maybe a bit longer still or something like that, but level 12 feels like a good benchmark as you set off for the other pieces of divinity.
Nice.
That's fun. Do it.
All right. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in. Let's do a quick little recap. Roll Positive Gaming, or Matt as I know him as, subscribed for a month. Thank you so much. LO Ellie's resubscribed with their Prime for the 4th month in a row. LO Ellie, you are the hero of us tonight, so we greatly appreciate your patronage. And once again, For Shame Not Honor with the follow. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the help. Welcome to the Coplights. Welcome to the Hoplites. And as ever, if you like what you see here and you want to get in on some exclusive fun, you can join our Discord, which will be linked throughout the Twitch chat, where you can get in on extra resources, fun, and a peek behind the curtain of the weird and wonderful that is this Greek myth-inspired D&D campaign. And as ever, such a campaign would not be possible without a terrific cornucopia of wonderful players, ranging from all ilks, from the Energizer Bunny to the Learned Scholar to the power defecating yeah. So in order of what I can see on my screen, Ali, where can people find you?
You can find me primarily on Instagram and at DndUnleashed. I mostly do cosplay and miniature painting for D&D. If you check my page out, you will see a set of chromatic dragons, which I've just finished printing and painting. So check me out there.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you got that 3D model I sent you of the blue dragon, right?
Yes. It's printed, it's painted, it looks good.
Ooh, I can't wait to check that out. I'll definitely have to do that. Tamara, where can people find you?
You can find me on TikTok and Twitter under mar_inated. Currently, I'm having a crisis about my thesis, and also like tweeting some D&D stuff. So that's fun.
To be fair, a crisis about your thesis is pretty appropriate to like a scholarly ancient Greek inspired campaign, so technically it's all under one umbrella.
I mean, yeah.
I know both Dolisa and Bithynia had a crisis of their thesis, so I'm certain that happened. Just having fun. Rebecca, where can people find you?
Hello. Yeah, you can find me on TikTok, some warlock goodness under Mimic for Hire or VTM goodness Sire for Hire. Here on Twitch, you can find me on Tuesday nights, 5:30 p.m. PST on Botch Rolls doing some Spelljammer goodness. And then starting back in September or periodically, you can find me on the Twitch channel St. Pete by Night doing some vampire storytelling. And that is where you can find me for now.
And I know I'm a little biased, but that vampire storytelling stuff is pretty fun. You guys should definitely check it out. And Sammy, tell us about yourself.
Hello. Yeah, you can primarily find me on YouTube. I create ASMR content on there at Sammy ASMR. You can also find me on pretty much every social media platform at that same handle as well. And I also play in another D&D campaign with Romeo. We're playing a Strixhaven campaign over on Roll Positive Gaming on Twitch every Saturday at 6 p.m. GMT. So yeah, if you want more, check that out as well.
Damn Skippy, and last but certainly not least, Virla, if you'd like to give yourself all the shoutouts you like.
You can find me on Instagram, fearlet.louisa.
Short and sweet. Definitely check it out. She does a lot of cool stuff there.
She's very sweet.
Yes. And though she wasn't able to attend this evening, you can find Amalia or Violet at violet.riddle on Instagram. Does a lot of cool cosplay stuff as well.
I'm pretty sure it's Violet_Riddle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry for getting the punctuation wrong. Sue me. What Sammy said. And as ever, if you liked what you see here and you would like to see more, feel free to give that follow-up button. We stream every week at Sunday, 7 p.m. GMT for all your ancient Greek-inspired goodness. And on that note, I will say adieu, kalatinixta, if I said it in Greek correctly. We are DC30. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.